step into the day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning Expresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
A very good morning, you beautiful souls. Thank you so much for tuning in. Do you feel good today? I sincerely hope so, and I really do mean that. It's our job here on Expresso, your feel-good kickstart to the day, to make sure that we at least plant a little bit of positivity in your lives today, more importantly than any other day this year, because it is World Mental Health Day. I think you know how mental health, our overall well-being, but in particular our mental wellness is so important to us on our show. Our content shows that every week, almost every day, we focus on the plight of those suffering with mental illness, those sitting on a very wide spectrum, so many of us being able to relate personally. So on this day, we are connecting with you. If you fall on that spectrum in any way, we want to destroy that stigma. We want to help you be able to embrace yourself, but also talk about what you are going through, embrace someone else, connect with someone else. The most important, undoubtedly, takeout from today is that there is someone you can talk to, and you can talk to them right now. So if you are suffering needlessly through anything, please pick up the phone. We're going to have all of those details of people that you can connect with throughout the show on our website, on our Facebook page. SADAG, in particular, the South African Depression and Anxiety Group, are amazing. They've got incredibly well-trained personnel ready to talk to you, tell you the things that you need to hear so that you can action change in your life. So please embrace it. You can be powerful today. You can feel just a little bit better, but it does start with reaching out to someone. So hopefully today we will help you find the strength to start talking and start connecting with someone else. You are not alone. So go out there and share this message with whoever you can on World Mental Health Day. Throughout the show, we're going to be bringing you some really interesting discussions. And we're also focusing on the plight of homeless people this morning, on the plight of those that might not be able to fill their bellies. There is so much feel good in today's show. We've got an amazing performance coming your way from the Pedestrians. Nothing pedestrian about this lot. They are absolutely awesome. Such a great group of people, human beings as well. They're going to bring you a truly special performance this morning. And we're going a little gaga over denim as well. We've got some special guests that we're going to reveal a little bit later. But buddy, I've got to say, man, you know how much I love you, dude. And I love you even more today because it's just the two of us. Morning, Uncle.
It's just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us, you and I. Hey, welcome, guys. Thank you so much for choosing to wake up with us this morning. Uncle Tabsy here, otherwise Tabi Somakubela. It's going to be a jam-packed show. You've already heard, jam-packed with performances, jam-packed with interesting conversations that inspire us and get us thinking a lot more about those people around us who suffer from many of the things that people suffer from on a day-to-day basis. So thank you so much for being a part of this conversation and being a part of this story. It's going to be a beautiful day. In fact, I'm going to start it off by letting you know what the weather's looking like in your part of the country. Hopefully you do fall as part of one of the major parts of the country. Starting off in Johannesburg, thunderstorms expected today, partly cloudy conditions with showers and heavy rainfall in the afternoon, and towards the evening cloud cover will increase with a shower or thunderstorm in spots. Be prepared for rain. Johannesburg, get your umbrellas ready. If you're out in Durban, rainy day today as well. Cloudy conditions with cooler temperatures than the day before. An occasional rain can be expected for the duration of the day, and it will clear up towards the evening, so don't forget your umbrella and your raincoat out there as well. Port Elizabeth, partly sunny conditions with a southeasterly wind that picks up in the evening, and as the evening approaches, cloud cover will increase together with humidity, so enjoy a break from the rain today, PE. And Cape Town, the mother city, lastly, mainly sunny conditions with a strong southeasterly wind for the entire day, and cloud cover will increase towards the evening with humidity remaining all the way up high. A warm sunset is expected, so take it all in Cape Town. And that's what it's looking like in most parts of the country. Of course, a little bit later on or shortly, I will be giving a more comprehensive look at the weather across the country, all those temperatures, the highs and the lows. Now, it is a Thursday, and you know how we do. Fashion Thursdays are what we do on a Thursday, and boy, do we have a bumper lineup for you. I mean, with all things, everything denim and divalicious coming our way. In the building, we have the oh-so-fun and fashion-forward Sobekwa twins. They're amazing. It's Annalisa and Asanele. They really just bring the heat everywhere they go on Instagram, and today they are live here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, bringing you their top picks from Re-Denim at Woolworths and so much more. So be sure to stay glued to your screens for a fashion-packed show. There's going to be a bit of a sneak peek. I'm sure you can see. It's not even a teaser. There is a bit of a sneak peek in terms of the fashion that you can expect that we're going to be talking about a little bit later on. It's denim, but it's denim with a difference. I am even wearing this morning one of my favorite denim makers, Re-Denim from Woolworths. It just hugs you in all the right places, doesn't it? I absolutely love it. The denims are absolutely sustainable, but they are so good. The feel on your body is great, because the last thing you want when you wear denim, especially because the days are getting warmer and warmer, is for it to be so thick that it feels like you are wearing something from the military. This particular style of denim and the style of denim that Woolworths makes and that remakes is absolutely incredible. The Sobekwa twins are here. Ladies!
Hi.
How's it?
How are you?
I'm so excited to finally meet you guys.
Hi.
I stalk you on Instagram.
Really?
If you haven't already noticed, I stalk you guys on Instagram. I like every post that you put up. You guys know how to bring a look to life in the most beautiful way.
Thank you.
That was a lot.
Oh, look at you guys. I'm so excited. It's twin power, it's denim power, and that's all happening here this morning on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And you have a chance to be inspired by the gorgeousness that is the Sobekwa twins. Ladies, do you talk about this sort of style of dressing before you step out of the house? You said today we are giving them a...
Yes, we have to plan it because there are two of us.
Yeah. And then do you time yourselves to say, if somebody asks a question, we pause for 2 seconds before we both say yes, or before we say no?
No.
Oh.
We don't plan it, no.
It's going to be fun hanging out with you guys, and I'm really excited. Well, we want to hear from you guys at home, our amazing viewers, on your Woolworths Re-Denim style. Reply with a picture of yourself wearing a Re-Denim look on our Facebook post. Then the Sobekwa twins will select their top 3 favorite style looks from you, because they know all about style, and we will reveal these on the show tomorrow morning. So be sure to watch more style tips from these gorgeous ladies and Woolworths Re-Denim shortly.
From top to bottom, you can also rock a little bit of a denim jacket if you want to feel like a rock star today. Some unbelievable denim fashion, and hopefully we'll get you thinking a little bit out of the box today. The Sobekwa twins going to help us do that. Absolute gems there. But as always, we want to kickstart your day with a little bit of positivity, with a nice quote to kind of get that mind focused this morning. And I like this one a lot. It's simple and it's powerful. Be active. Wake up with determination, go to bed with satisfaction. I'm going to say it again. Be active and wake up with determination and go to bed with satisfaction. The harder you work, the better you'll feel at the end of the day. Go and earn that satisfaction by working as hard as you can. But it all starts in the mind. Set yourself a goal. Be determined. Go and get it. Go and conquer it. And even if you take 1 or 2 steps in the right direction, you will feel so much more satisfied when the day is done and dusted. So hopefully you're feeling nice and positive this morning. Thank you again so much for tuning in and engaging with us. We are going to be talking about mental health awareness throughout the day. We'd love to hear your thoughts as well. So stay connected with us on our social media platforms. But let's get this day officially underway with those news headlines.
Officially good. And we get this show officially underway. We start off with those news headlines. President Cyril Ramaphosa has been invited to deliver the keynote address at the Financial Times Africa Summit with the theme Africa in Motion in London next week. The Gauteng MEC for Education, Panyaza Lusufi, has announced that teachers and learners in Gauteng will now have full access to the new online curriculum lesson system. He said it took his department almost 6 years to fulfill its promise of an online system. In international headlines, Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed is currently the front-runner to win the 2019 Nobel Peace Prize after climate change activist teenager Greta Thunberg. Ahmed is nominated for reconciliation he forged in 2018 with Eritrea. The United Nations Security Council will meet on Syria behind closed doors today after Turkey had launched a military operation against Kurdish fighters in the northeast of the country. The meeting was requested by Britain, France, Germany, Belgium and Poland. And finally, rugby Rugby is called a gentleman's game, and Canadian lock Josh Lawson has proved this saying to be ever true. He gallantly popped into the Springbok changing room to offer his apologies for being red-carded in the first Pool B match at the Rugby World Cup in Kobe, Japan on Tuesday. Lawson was given his marching orders in the 35th minute of the entering a ruck shoulder first, which connected with the neck of an unsuspecting Thomas du Toit. Lawson extended his apologies to du Toit and wished the Boks well for the remainder of the tournament. Their response was, "This is what rugby is all about. Thanks, Josh." Well done to Ed Rugby Canada on your RWC campaign, and thank you for a great game of rugby. From #StrongerTogether. On that sporting note, here's time for us to take a look at those news headlines. Here's Graham.
From the change rooms back to the field for our Rugby World Cup watch. Of course, Wales booking their spot in the Rugby World Cup quarterfinals after a 29-17 victory over a very determined Fiji side at the Oita Stadium yesterday. Then Scotland kept their World Cup quarterfinal hopes alive after claiming a comfortable 61-0 thrashing over Russia, who currently sit at the bottom of Pool A. Then Mario Ledesma's Argentina, they beat the USA 47-17 and looked pretty strong in the process. That was in their Pool C clash at the Kumagaya Rugby Stadium to confirm their spot in the 2023 World Cup, set to take place in France. And of course, on to the Olympics, a story that we touched on yesterday. Big news, South Africa's Geordie Smith has provisionally qualified for the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. He secured his qualification after advancing to the round of 16 at the Quicksilver Pro France, placing him in that top 10 in the world on the World Surf League Championship Tour rankings. Well done, Geordie. Then let's take it to the pool now. Following her success at the 2019 Summer Universiade in Napoli, South Africa's Tatjana Schoenmaker has been nominated for her first international award. She's been nominated in the category for Best Athlete, so congratulations to her as well. We'll continue to track all of those stories as we progress, but let's take a look at the weather for now.
Thank you very much, G-Man. Let's take a more comprehensive look at your weather. First, we take a look at your beautiful sunrise pictures we've asked you to send through. Thank you so much to Kwete Gift for sending us a sunrise picture from Limpopo. We haven't seen one in a long time, where partly sunny conditions today can be expected with delightful temperatures and increasing cloud cover towards the evening, reaching a maximum of 33 degrees. Lariska Boyk also sent us his sunrise picture from Shelly Beach in KZN, where cloudy conditions can be expected with occasional rain and a southwesterly wind, reaching a maximum of 18 degrees. Those are such beautiful pictures, and you too can do the same by sending yours through to us on our Facebook page. It's Expresso Morning Show SABC3 with the hashtag Expresso Show. And now we take a look at those temperatures, starting off in Polokwane, 12. That's your low today, reaching a high of 26. With heavy rainfall expected for Mbombela, 12, reaching a high of 19. Thunderstorms are expected in the capital city, Pretoria, today, 12 and 31, with a couple of showers to be seen in Johannesburg, 10. That's your low, reaching a high of 29 degrees. If you're out in Mahikeng, expect the highest temperatures in the country today. It's nice and sunny, 15, reaching a high of 34, with Klerksdorp coming through at 11, reaching a max of 31 degrees. Kimberley, your low today is 11, peaking at 28 degrees, with Bloemfontein, 7. That's your low, reaching highs of 26. If you're out in Richards Bay, it's rainy today, heavy rainfall, 15, reaching a high of 19, and a couple of showers are expected for Pietermaritzburg, 10. And that's your low, reaching a high of 15. Occasional rain for Durban, 16. That's your low, reaching a high of 20. With rain in Mthatha as well, 6, peaking at 13. And East London, you can expect that high humidity, 12. That's where you start off, peaking at 17 degrees today. A cold start to the morning for Craddock, 1, reaching a high of 20. Port Elizabeth, your low today, 10, reaching a high of 18. With sunny George at 10 and 17 today. The lowest temperatures in the country, Sutherland, that's for you, 1. That's your low, reaching a high of 20. And if you're in the mother city, Cape Town, 11, peaking at 20. With Worcester starting off at 6, reaching a high of 24 degrees. And if you're out in Springbok, you can expect that easterly wind traveling at 24 kilometers. And your low today, 12, reaching a high of 26. Uppington, southeasterly wind traveling at 22 kilometers per hour, but your temperature's 14. That's your low, reaching a high of 29 degrees. And that's where we leave it for now. The next report will be in just over half an hour. It is a Thursday. Whatever the weather, make it a feel-good type of this. Yay.
right, so we're going to take the very quickest of breaks. So many World Days being celebrated today. It is obviously World Mental Health Day today. So we're going to be chatting about a number of initiatives and giving you some very, very valuable advice throughout the day. And believe it or not, it's also World Egg Day today. And we're going to be getting back in the kitchen. I can see the beginnings of some French toast there. We're going to crack a few eggs this morning and hopefully make you smile. But of course, very, very chuffed to have the Sobekwa twins in the house this morning. I gotta say, it's the sweetest thing. I was watching you guys kind of just like eavesdropping here, and you like being so supportive of each other. You're talking about your makeup, and is that the vibe? Is it like having a best friend all the time when you're twins?
Yes, but I guess it does sort of have its downfall.
Like what?
You take the good and the bad, I guess.
Yeah. It's like if you share space all the time, it gets a bit.
Do you have to like draw a line? Because now you also, I mean, you guys have blown up together, and that's like a cool thing to know that you kind of can support each other, but then you're kind of a package deal on Insta, you're a package deal.
Yeah.
Do you ever have to draw a line and say, okay, I don't want to even see you today, goodbye?
It's happened.
I love it. Well, not today. Today we got you as a package deal. I'm so happy to have you here. This is my gorgeous princess. So today we're going to feed you. We're going to provide you with breakfast. We're going to give you the most delicious coffee. Do you guys take your coffee in the same way or completely different?
Everything we do is the same way.
Yeah.
Really?
Wow. Yes.
Okay, well then 2 cappuccinos exactly the same way for you guys. Thank you so much for joining us, Princess. Thank you so much, dear. We're going to take a quick break. We'll see you on the other side to cook some breakfast.
A taste loved by those who have tried it. McAfee, great coffee, simple. See you after the break.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Yeah, welcome to it. You are live with Expresso. Just the two of us.
We can make it if we try.
We can make it if you try. Now, luckily, we've got the UTurns here to spice things up a little bit this morning. And we've got our amazing crew, the pedestrians here to perform, sounding great in their sound check. But let's not get ahead of ourselves and get into a little bit of entertainment news.
Riri is
official,
up to
yo.
it once again. You know, the bad gal from Barbados, Robin Rihanna Fenty. She's been taking a bit of a break from music since her last album release of Anti in Jan 2016. Now, we know that even though she's not been making music, she's still been gorgeous, but she's also been slaying the game with her Fenty beauty makeup range, starring in blockbuster Hollywood films. And now she's released an autobiographical 500-page picture book with pictures of herself. It's titled Rihanna, okay? Pictures of herself, her life, her memories, the amazing times she's had as a star.
She looks like a doll.
She absolutely does. Looks beautiful.
Gorgeous, man.
Now, if you've been waiting on tenterhooks for the pop star and business mogul to release new music, this coffee table read, a collaboration with Fade and Press, will tide you over until that finally happens. It'll keep you going. Featuring 1,050 images, 11 inserts, 7-fold art pages, and, wait for it, a poster. For those die-hard fans, much of the material in that book has never been published before, which is fantastic. Now, Rihanna spoke on this new project and a lot more while being featured as Vogue's cover star for their November issue. The topics covered include her finally and officially confirming that she has been dating Saudi businessman Hassan Jamil. He looks good too, look at that, since October 2017. And her confirmation was that I'm actually in an exclusive relationship for quite some time and it's going really well, so I'm happy.
He has that kind of happiness of someone who's insanely wealthy.
Oh, yeah.
You can just see he has that kind of calm confidence of knowing that he could buy a yacht.
Yeah.
That's the way. No, he seems to glow. He seems like a lovely guy. And she seems really happy with him.
Very happy with him, and they look great together. I cannot wait for when they have children because you can tell they're going to be beautiful children. So she talks on what her dream wedding dress would look like. So they probably are talking marriage.
Wow, okay.
Her answer, she says, a collaboration between myself and John Galliano, of course. And she's worked many times with Galliano. And her assertion that she declined a Super Bowl performance in support of football player and political
Wow.
Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah.
So her reason was that who gains from what? Not my people. I like that. Rihanna is forever the busy lady. But we stand the fact that she does things on her own terms and with no apologies. So fans, you just wait patiently for that next album to drop. Her new book releases today, so you can feast your eyes on that in the meantime.
I mean, I don't want to say it's like she's taking a break because she's clearly been really busy, but it's amazing how often if you just take a step back, obviously she's fueled a lot of her energy into kind of enhancing the brand to create a bit of a vacuum now so that as soon as that album drops, it's going to go massive. But it's almost like she's going to be a bigger star now than she was previously. So just by like easing off the gas just a little bit, it's amazing how certainly as a female pop star you can start obviously laying layers from kind of makeup and building your empire in that sense. But I think revealing that kind of like almost little shrine in a book for the fans, absolute genius.
Beautiful.
Genius,
we all can learn something from it. It's not just for superstars when they take a break that they're able to come back stronger. Sometimes you just need
do you feel like you need a break?
Not today. Another time. Another time.
All right. So obviously we're going to have a lot of fun this morning. We're going to be giving away some amazing prizes as well.
There's nothing smoother than winning when you buy Tropica. To enter for Tropica Island of Treasure Curacao, buy any size and your favorite flavor of Tropica in fresh or long life. Find the unique code behind the label or the sticker. Then follow the entry details on the pack and you could win daily prizes of airtime, cash, LG Q60 smartphones, 55-inch LG UHD smart artificial intelligence digital TVs, steam dishwashers, Caribbean tan hampers, or guest watches. That's more than 100,000 prizes. Now, for your chance at competing in Tropica Island of Treasure Curacao, record a video audition of yourself describing how you would outsmooth your competition on the island. Then load that video onto Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook with hashtag TIOT9 or WhatsApp the video to 063-921-8395. And it could be you winning a share of 1 million rand plus smooth fame and fortune while flying with KLM to the Caribbean for this season of Tropica Island of Treasure Curacao.
Yes, indeed, there is nothing smoother than winning when you buy a Tropica. So over the last few weeks, Tropica fans have been entering to star in the Tropica Island of Treasure Curacao, but there are a lot of other prizes up for grabs when you buy a Tropica. Literally hundreds of thousands of prizes, for example, airtime, cash, Caribbean tan hampers, guest watches, an LG Q60 smartphone, 55-inch LG UHD smart digital TVs, even steam dishwashers. We're going to throw in just a few of those prizes, literally over 100,000. So today, we're announcing our latest LG winner, and a big congratulations to Makozasana Mpanza. Congratulations, going to get a resounding round of applause. Come on, they've won themselves a smartphone. That's pretty cool, man. You're the lucky winner of an LG Q60 smartphone. Really, really nice. Let's get her reaction.
Hi, thanks for Tropica and LG. I want an LG cell phone. Thanks, Tropica.
Congratulations, Makozasana. I am sure you are going to really enjoy that new LG Q60 smartphone. You've earned it, and you also want to, I'm sure, win some amazing prizes. Well, what you're going to do is buy yourself any size of your favorite flavor of Tropica in fresh or long life as well. Find the unique code behind the label or the sticker and follow the entry details. Couldn't be easier. And if you want to star in Tropica Island of Treasure Curacao, then you've got to WhatsApp the keyword TIOT9 to 063-921-8395, and they'll send you all the details. You could be the winner of some smooth fame and, of course, your share of 1 million rand, guys. 500,000 rand. What are you waiting for?
Well, Gracie, we know that a French toast is always in fashion.
Yes.
You can never go wrong with it.
Definitely. Do you like French toast?
A lot. Do you like French toast?
I absolutely adore French toast. I've taught my kids to make it.
Oh, fantastic.
Which is a good thing, because then on Mother's Day you get it in
Then
bed.
you get, I was going to say, you're
Yes.
making it work
Yeah.
to your advantage. But of course, we're talking French toast all of this morning. Grace is going to be showing us a bit of a recipe on how to get that perfect gourmet French toast. What's your favorite topping to have on a French toast?
I do like strawberries or blueberries. And I do like just a little bit of cream cheese.
Just a little bit of cream cheese.
And
Oof.
cinnamon.
You've already got my appetite just buzzing right now. Maybe share with us how you like your French toast while we take a break. When we come back on the other side, we're making something really delicious. It is all about gourmet French toast, so you don't want to miss any of those recipes.
It's your time to shine with Orbit Gum and Presenter Search on 3, the Expresso edition. Follow the journey as the top contestants work through weeks of grueling challenges, fighting for one of 2 presenter spots on Expresso, all to be decided in a nail-biting finale. It's your time to shine with Presenter Search on 3, the Expresso edition. Wednesday evenings at 7:30, repeat Saturdays at 1, only on SABC3.
Welcome back to it. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Expresso live right here on SABC3. Thank you so much for waking up with us and choosing to join us on this beautiful Thursday morning. Now, did you know that you can tell if an egg is raw or hard-boiled by spinning it? Almost like you're playing Zwippy with it. And if the egg spins easily, it's cooked. But if it wobbles and it doesn't spin so easily, then it means it's raw, which is very, very interesting, I think. Now, tomorrow is World Egg Day. Join us tomorrow morning. We're going to be learning some excellent, see what I did there? Excellent tips, tricks, recipes, and nutritional facts with the South African Poultry Association and Women's Health as Amy Hopkins. So we've got the eggs here. Very interesting. So I actually want to check if these ones are boiled or not. Let's see. It spins.
No, it doesn't.
It spins.
It went all over the place. So
it's maybe not properly boiled.
No.
No, it spins.
Wobbling.
That's wobbling.
Maybe we need a third umpire for this.
All right. Well, we're learning all about this tomorrow. If it wobbles, you know it means something. And if it spins, you know it means the other thing. But right now, we're turning the focus over to really a classic for so many people and a big favorite, the delight of Graham's life. It's been another week of deliciousness thanks to Be Well and your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Now, we have pastry queen Grace Stevens in the house this morning to show us a delicious, excellent, egg-inspired recipe in the build-up to World Egg Day tomorrow. Now, think crispy French toast, think lashings of maple syrup, think crispy bacon, toasted almonds, and a whole lot more. It's gourmet French toast time happening right here, right now. Chef Grace, please take it away.
You know, your egg jokes just crack me up.
Good one, good one, good one. You can stay. So, eggs are obviously a big part of French toast. You simply cannot have it without.
Absolutely. So I've got 4 here, and I'm just going to whisk them up so that you just break them up. Then I'm adding, and you could add whatever you want to. So I'm adding some cream, because this, of course, is gourmet.
Yes.
So that, of course, could be milk if you want.
Yeah.
A little bit of sugar.
Okay.
Because, again, that's just going to help to caramelize our
is that how you get the caramelization going?
Yes, you really want to get that, because that, of course, in the pan is just going to go all gooey and delicious.
Nice.
Some cinnamon, because that's just balance us out all those flavors.
For flavor, yeah.
And then you just whip this up. So you could make this the night before.
All right.
Pop this in the fridge.
Yeah.
And then you can just make them that morning. Just fresh like that.
Is this the same recipe that you've taught your children, or is this the VIP one that you are giving for Expresso viewers?
I'd like to backpedal. This is the special one for the Expresso viewers.
Good one, good one. Okay, so then you're dunking your bread in there, dipping it in there.
Yeah, and you need to leave that in for a bit, just to soak it in.
Yes.
If you're a quick dunker, then that's cool too.
Yeah. The secret is obviously you've got to have bread that is quite hard, right? Because otherwise it can fall apart and then it turns into a bit of a pudding inside your bowl.
Absolutely. So you don't want that. You can use sourdough, you can use brioche, you can use leftover croissants.
Yes.
You can just choose whatever you'd like to do. You can use gluten-free bread as well.
Yes.
So
what I like about French toast is when you simply cannot get through a loaf of bread and you're making use of whatever's left of it instead of just leaving it to go off.
Absolutely. Stale bread actually makes the best French toast.
That's what I know.
There's a tip
That is
for
what
you.
I know.
So I'm going to use my Be Well canola oil.
Fantastic.
And I'm just going to line... So you do want a bit of oil in there.
Yes.
Okay. When you're going gourmet, you don't want to think about your summer body.
No, it's not about that.
You want to get
it's about indulgence.
Crunch on the outside.
It is all about indulgence. We're making use of our Be Well olive oil, of course the canola oil blend, which contains 20% olive oil, giving you the taste of olive oil and the health benefits of canola, which is a dream. Omega-3s, of course, lots of those. They are the only these Be Well oils are the only cooking oil carrying the Cancer Smart Choice seal due to its high ratio of versatility, which is important. Now, Be Well canola olive oil blend is great for dressing, frying, and drizzling over salads, and as we can see now, also for making those scrumptious French toasts as well. So the key word to this is Be Well. If you want this recipe sent to you on your mobile phone, SMS Be Well to 33728. We'll send it to you. Hook you up.
So lucky. So we fry this until it's golden brown on both sides.
Yes.
So just watch it. And you might have to
watch it.
You do have to watch it. And then, of course, you have to test it. You have to cut off a little bit because that's baker's bits, hey?
I can tell you're that pastry chef. You are that pastry chef.
Definitely. So I've got some over here that made before.
Okay,
and
great.
we've
This
dressed
looks
it
so good,
with
yeah.
the most delicious. So I fried up and caramelized some bananas over here. So we're going like the whole Elvis Presley, fried bananas, some really nice crispy bacon.
Nice.
So that goes on your plate, and then you drizzle on some honey.
Or maple syrup,
Or
if you
maple
wanted
syrup.
to do that as well.
Yeah.
The thing is, that's the wonderful thing about this gourmet French toast style of making it, is that if you didn't want to make banana, you can use any fruit of your choice, which is great. So you can use blueberries, you can use raspberries, you can use gooseberries. You can really
yummy.
go all the way wild with it. This looks too good to eat, but we have to taste it at some point.
Of course.
Graham, I know that this is the thing.
Actually, was not even going to wait for you to ask me to join you. Thank you so much, guys. That's a lot of French toast, but I can't eat it. Honestly, I will eat a whole loaf of bread as a
No,
French
I
toast
want
bread.
you to even try it
Are
out now.
you going to take a piece, or
Yeah.
are you going to use your fork?
Please,
Man,
please grab a piece. I know that you
Don't
will.
be shy.
How am I
We're all
gonna
friends,
get in
yeah?
there? Okay,
Just get in there.
Come on, man.
Just get in there. Don't be afraid to be messy
Okay,
with
take some of the stuff off. I can't
Let
have
me
like
take one
5
piece of
pieces.
banana off.
There we go.
The key word is be
Wow,
well,
guys,
SMS
look
be
at that.
well
You're
to 33728. And this is probably the reaction you will get at home, or probably not. I think that by the time you offer, it probably will be gobbled
Oh,
up
my
very
word.
quickly. You won't have people acting shy around it. Is that good? Is that good or is that good?
We don't understand.
I'm going to try it as well over here. Grace, are you going to try?
And using the chia butter is quite nice because it's got some backbone. It kind of holds its
It does.
structure. Hey? Guys, that is insanely good. Wow, I've got syrup and honey dripping all over me. That's amazing.
Let's be well. To 33728, SMS that will send you a link to the recipe. You can make this at your home and delight everyone in your household. We'll see you in a bit.
Do that.
Let's go for another quick song sheet, please.
Woman out on the street, begging for some money just to eat. Man with his head in hands, down on his luck, he just needs a chance. Man, have you ever woken up feeling like your head is not your own? Now just imagine that every day you feel alone. You're not hopeless. You're not hopeless. You're not hopeless. You're not hopeless. 1, 2, 3. You walk past them all the time, turn your head away, you think that's easy. But you turn and face them, all you have to say is just one simple thing.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining us on what is proving to be a very inspiring day today. I think for many, the word homeless translates as hopeless. And the UTurn organization, a rehabilitation and skills development program for people who are homeless, is setting out to change that perception and achieving it with the hashtag Not Hopeless campaign. Today, the 10th of October, is commemorated as World Homeless Day, believe it or not. And so to shine a light on the importance of restoring the dignity of the people who are living probably their toughest days in front front of everyone to see as well. We are now being joined by UTurn Strategic Partnership Development Manager, Rowan Rivera, and two of the program's very proud graduates, Zulfa Boyce and Ephraim Galeta. Ephraim, guys, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. There's so much I want to talk to you, all of you, about, because this is such an interesting space. Most importantly, because of the message, the stigma that we are trying to turn around with a massive U-turn, and the sense of hope that you are wanting to offer people that are probably going through their darkest time. So maybe I must start with you, Rowan, and ask why you do what you do and what the function of U-turn actually is.
So
I know it's probably quite a broad question.
Deep question. It is a deep question. But the reason I do what I do is because I have seen incredible transformations in people. So every day I get to the office and I see people who have come from probably one of the most challenging situations they can face, and they have lifted themselves up out of that situation and are turning their lives around. It is deeply motivating for me, and it's happening through UTurn. UTurn is an organization that is equipping people with the skills to overcome homelessness. So what happens, I think, is that, and I speak for myself here too, before I worked for UTurn, you often, you see people in really desperate situations on the streets, and all you see is the grime of the moment. You're not looking beyond that and seeing the enormous potential that's contained inside the person. And so UTurn is taking people from point A in very difficult situations and really journeys with them through basic needs relief, then on into a rehabilitation, drug and alcohol rehabilitation program, and from there into what's called the Life Change program. And that's a work opportunity where people work with UTurn for roughly on average about 18 months. And it's ongoing skills development, relapse prevention, and just really helping people find their feet and their resilience again. And from there, they graduate off into the open labour market. So people fly off into jobs. We've got a guy who is doing his articles at a law firm. We've got people who are, you know, in sales consultant positions and as technicians, studying to become technicians in air conditioning and refrigeration companies. We've got people who are managers of Mug and Beans. People all over the show doing amazing things with their lives.
Zulfa, I'm gonna chat to you because. You know, in my time working with people who are turning their lives around, and I say turning because it doesn't matter how much help you get, you've still got to ultimately do that for yourself. It's either the last day of your way down or the first day of your way up. How dark did those days get? You grappled with addiction, and that, I'm guessing, was at the heart very much of your situation. How did it feel to be at the lowest point? Because I'm sure there are people that can relate to you right now.
You know, when you come to that point, it's like your self-esteem is down. You feel like nothing. You start to believe what people say of you, that you're nothing. You cannot come right. You will never come right, you know. And asking people for help was tough. It was really tough, you know, because your family have pushed you away. They don't want anything to do with you. You know, drug addiction and homelessness, there's a stigma. Nobody wants to deal with you, you know, so it's really hard. But, you know, just was this one day, someone came past and gave me a U-turn voucher. And I followed the path, you know.
How difficult was it to break that cycle?
At first it was very hard. It would be back and forth. I would do it for what I want of it. No, they're going to give me this, they're going to give me that. But at the end of the day, when you're in the program, your shift changes because people tell you're worth something, you can do something, you are worthy, you can do this, you can do that. And that slowly started to change me as a person.
It starts to hopefully sink in. How good does it feel when someone's describing you now compared to how you would have described yourself a few years ago when you were at your darkest moment, Ephraim? How does it feel now to be where you are compared to where you were?
Well, it feels unbelievable. I remember people used to say that I would never amount to anything in my life. I would never achieve anything. And I pushed the trolley for 12 years of my life. I was a drug addict for 9 years of my life. And today people don't call me what they used to call me back in the day. Now they look up to me. Some people would even call me pastor, and I'm not a pastor. I don't take that title.
Preach it, brother.
And then the only thing is, for me, it's huge because you can inspire others. You can be an inspiration to others. Because, I mean, drug addiction and homelessness goes together. Yeah. And for me, because I'm one of the leaders at our drug support group that we started at our church. And to invest in others like UTurn has invested in myself and a lot of other people. And it's just amazing to achieve things. So I set goals for myself. If I achieved one goal, I go for the other goal. I set bigger goals. I mean, I used to push a trolley. The only trolley I push now is a grocery trolley at the end of the month, which for me it's major. And I even got to do my driver's license at UTurn, something I thought that I would never have. It might seem small to someone else, but that's just a stepping stone for more goals. And for me, the major change is, I can honestly say that I've got a matric certificate now. Because I remember I dropped out of school to help my parents because things wasn't easy at home. But through UTurn and through the support of other organizations that came alongside, and when we graduated after doing our NCUF level 4, for me that was major. I had tears in my eyes. I couldn't believe it. So for me that is quite big.
It's a transformation, guys. Thank you so much for sharing what you're doing, for feeling the weight of the responsibility of helping others do what you've been able to achieve through this. I hope every day continues to bring this validation. I'm going to think of you now when I'm pushing my trolley, brother. That is absolutely awesome. But we have all, in some way or another, tasted that darkness, been able to, I think, have felt that hopelessness. And it's an easy thing for us to look at someone else and point a finger, but when you've experienced that and you know, it's something very, very powerful to have actually turned that around. And as much as it comes with other people's help, it really is based on what you've been able to do for yourself. So thank you so much for coming onto the show to drive that message home with others. We really, really appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Spend this World Homeless Day giving back and being involved in responsibly and, I think, effectively helping the people who live on our streets find the best in themselves. And you can find out a little bit more about this incredible organization, the work that is being done by UTurn, by visiting homeless.org.za.
Well, this is absolutely incredible. A voucher to help change the course of someone's life and help them get that hope and make that U-turn. And now we're joined, as we turn to music, by a Cape Town-based band. They are young, they're dynamic, they're hip, they're happening, and they're taking all of these compliments in as we go along with it. And look at these guys, such an incredible band. Of course, friends of the show, they've been here so many times. But this time around, you guys have big news to share with the country about your collaboration with an incredible initiative. Should I go on? Will you do it? Will you take
definitely.
over?
We have had the privilege now of being able to be ambassadors for UTurn. So it's really a great privilege.
A round of applause, guys. A round of applause. Make some noise for that.
Thank you so much.
So why was it important for your band, the Pedestrians, to be a part of something so huge and so life-changing for so many people?
So as a band, we really enjoy giving back. And when we visited UTurn, one thing that stood out was it's a life-changing organization. And so many different companies can donate time and money, but we feel like music is what we do best. And this is just our bit to give back, you know, to invest and to share, you know, what we have.
This is fantastic. I think it's about everybody tapping into what they've got and being able to help. So the next time you see our homeless brothers and sisters out there, be compassionate. And of course, if you want to help, it's homeless.org.za. It's your song written all about World Homeless Day. Take it away, Pedestrians.
Yeah. Thank you.
Come on now, man.
Streets, begging for some money just to eat. A man with his head in hands, on honey, he's like he just needs a chance. Man, have you ever woken up feeling like your head is not your own? Now just imagine that every day you feel alone. You're not hopeless. They're not hopeless. You're not hopeless. the time. Turn your head away, you think that's easy. But you turn and face them. All you have to say is just one simple thing. You're not hopeless. You're not hopeless. You're not hopeless. You're not hopeless. Hey, 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 hey. Just look inside, find the fight, free your mind, shine your light. Look inside, find the fight, free your mind, shine your light. You're not hopeless. You're not hopeless. You're not hopeless. You're not
Yeah, give it up for the pedestrians, guys. Wow, what a performance. This, of course, for World Homeless Day, and they're sending a strong message out there. They're saying you are not hopeless, because everybody does and should have a little bit of hope in them. And if you want to see how you can get involved and help change someone's life, homeless.org.za. Well done, guys.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Happy birthday, a very happy birthday to you.
Hey!
Sing it. Sing it, baby. Sing it. It's birthday time. Hopefully, it is your birthday today and you're feeling incredibly special. And we can make you feel even more special, at least your loved ones can, with a special message or dedication or a video. We got a ton of videos coming through today. Well done, gang.
Love it.
So let's kick it off with this one that was sent in by Ricky for Jessica.
Happy birthday to Mommy. Happy birthday to Mom. I love you so much.
You just.
Oh, he came in there and saved it with an I love you. It's like, I went a bit squirrely. It's like, just say I love you, and we'll get it every time. Love it.
That is so cute. And we've got another one here. This one is for Tommy, but it was sent in by Nkuli. Let's check it out.
Expresso. My name is Nonkululego, aka Mrs. Struggles. I like to say happy birthday to my baby, Tammy Buffalo, my Nunu, my everything, my partner, my Mr. Struggles. I love you, baby. It's another year together. Can't wait to make it awesome. Mwah.
Look at that, eh? My Nunu, my Mr. Struggles. So cute.
Make it so
happy
awesome.
Birthday, happy
Beautiful.
birthday, man.
Thank you so much.
Tommy Buffalo there. Happy birthday. Okay, so we've got a ton of cool messages. Let's try to fly through as many as possible. Happy birthday to my girl, Danique Bitt. May God bless you. We love you so much. That's from your mummy, your daddy, Ludwell, Michael, Caitlin, Melka, and Monique. And then happy second birthday to my granddaughter, Leongo de Tipe. May you have a wonderful day, my baby. Oh, look at that.
Cute, Leongo.
Goodness,
Leongo means fruit. Yeah, so that's beautiful. Happy birthday. And then we've got another one here. It's for Lutando Makopeni. It says, happy 36th birthday to you, Lutando. May God bless you and give you many more years. This is from Makaz, your grandma, and Braylin. Happy birthday. And Virginia, it's your birthday as well. And the message reads, Virginia, you're the most beautiful, graceful, and wonderful woman in the world. A true royal queen. Our late dad was blessed to have met you. And as your children, we all know we owe you everything.
That's cool.
May God bless you with more years. Happy 72nd birthday, Mama. This is from your children, Malwande, Nomalungisa, and Pumelela.
What a lovely message.
What a message.
What
I
a
love
beautiful dedication. Thank you so much. Then a happy 4th birthday to my son, Inyiko. Well wishes from your mum, Tambe, Fulu, Minky, Lufuno, and your big sister, Tumelo. Oh, man.
So cute.
That is so...
It's got so much swag, man.
That is
so
so
cool.
sweet. Happy birthday, little man. And then I would like to wish my son, Yusuf, a happy 7th birthday. Hey, he's got the style. I love you so much. And that's from your mom and your family. Yusuf Smith, happy birthday.
And a happy birthday to Joshua. You are loved from the boy you once were to the special young man you are now. And the wonderful son you will always be. We love you so much. Happy 20th birthday. This is from your mom, your dad, and Jordan. Happy birthday, Joshua. And here's one for Sonia. A very happy birthday to my gorgeous wife, Sonia. Your beauty and kindness are unbeatable. Lots of love from Mickey. Happy birthday, Sonia.
Very sweet. We'll get through one last one. I wish my mum, Claudette Rolson, a happy 55th birthday. Simply put, may God bless you more, because you deserve it. Right, buddy, you got official duties to get through.
I'm
you
going.
Go to the news.
Taking my coffee with me. Happy birthday, guys.
Happy birthday. What I would love is for you guys to send through more videos. We absolutely love it. You can send your birthday messages. Just a 15-second video. Just WhatsApp it to us, 071 640 6551. Or you can email those dedications to birthdays@cordova.tv. We'd love to hear from you. And if it is your birthday today and we didn't get through your message, we love you. Your family loves you. Happy birthday.
And a look at those news headlines. President Cyril Ramaphosa has been invited to give a keynote address at the Financial Times Africa Summit under the theme Africa in Motion in London next week. The annual summit brings together prominent figures in business, politics and economics, as well as heads of state committed to increasing economic growth in Africa. Ramaphosa will deliver the opening keynote address with Mr. Lionel Barber, editor of the Financial Times. This opportunity is aimed at building awareness and strengthening the competitiveness of the African continent as a whole. The Gauteng MEC for Education, Panyaza Lusufi, has announced that teachers and learners in Gauteng will now have full access to the new online curriculum lesson system. This comes after Lusufi took to his Twitter account to showcase the new system. Lusufi says it took his department almost 6 years to fulfill its promise of an online system. It is believed that it will change and enhance especially township education. The program will include digital lessons, teacher guides and multimedia content in languages. In international news, news. Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed is currently the front-runner to win the 2019 Nobel Peace Prize after climate change activist teenager Greta Thunberg. Ahmed is nominated for the reconciliation he forged in 2018 with Eritrea. He also won additional praise for using his diplomatic skills to ease the political crisis that followed the overthrow of Sudan's former president Omar al-Bashir earlier this year. Since he took office in April 2018, he has pushed Ethiopia towards new democratic freedoms. The winner is due to be announced tomorrow. The United Nations Security Council will meet on Syria behind closed doors today, diplomats said, after Turkey had launched a military operation against Kurdish fighters in the northeast of the country. The discussion of the situation in Syria by the 15-member Security Council was requested by the 5 European members, Britain, France, Germany, Belgium and Poland. When announcing the start of the military action yesterday, just days after U.S. troops withdrew from the area, Turkish President Tayyip Erdogan said the aim was to eliminate what he called a terror corridor on Turkey's southern border. And finally, after wrapping up the tour of Africa, Prince Harry and his wife, the Princess of the Duchess of Sussex, Meghan Markle, have announced their new charities to follow in the upcoming month, and they all represent the shared value of togetherness, something the royal couple experienced so deeply while on tour in Southern Africa, and which they shared on Instagram. One of the charities is Surfers Not Street Children, based in South Africa. Surfers Not Street Children was established in 1998 to transform lives through surfing. Based in Durban with camps in Mozambique and the UK, Surfers Not Street Children has empowered children throughout the world. Tom Hewitt, the founder, was even awarded an MBE by Queen Elizabeth in 2011 for his services helping street children. That's a feel-good story. On that note, here's a look at your sports with Graham.
We kick it off with a Rugby World Cup news, and Wales have booked their spot in the quarterfinals. That was after a 29-17 victory over a very determined Fiji side at the Oita Stadium yesterday. Wales coming from behind to win the match with wing Josh Adams scoring a hat-trick, fullback Liam Willems also securing the bonus point there. Wales now top Pool D and will face Uruguay in their final pool match on Sunday, albeit having already qualified. Then Scotland kept their Rugby World Cup quarter-final hopes alive after claiming a comfortable 61-0 thrashing over Russia. Currently sit at the bottom of Pool A. George Horn bagged a hat-trick as well to help the Scots register a pretty comprehensive win. Then on Sunday, Scotland will face off against some fierce opposition when they take on host Japan and would need to win this match to advance, and Japanese outfit looking very strong. Then Mario Ledesma's Argentina beat the USA 47-17 in their Rugby World Cup Pool C clash at the Comagaya Rugby Stadium to confirm their spot in the 2023 World Cup set to take place in France. Los Pumas, they scored 7 tries on the day, with both Joaquim Tucalet and centre Juan Cruz Malia crossing the line twice. This is the first time Argentina has failed to reach the last 8 of the World Cup since 2003. Then on to the Olympics. We touched on the story yesterday. We can confirm it. South Africa's Geordie Smith has provisionally qualified for the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. He secured his qualification after advancing to the round of 16 at the Quicksilver Pro in France, placing him in the top 10 in the world on the World Surf League Championship Tour rankings. The 31-year-old has become the first South African surfer to qualify for the global showpiece. So the Olympics, we know, will kick off on the 24th of July, running up until the 9th of August next year. Congratulations, Geordie. Then on to the pool. Following a success of the 2019 Summer Universiade in Napoli, South Africa's Tatjana Schoenmaker has been nominated for her first international award. She's been nominated in the category for Best Athlete. 22-year-old won gold in both the 100-meter and 200-meter breaststroke events in Italy. Schoenmaker also made history, winning gold at the FINA Swimming World Championships in Gwangju, South Korea, later that month. So the award ceremony will take place on the 15th of November. Congratulations and all the best of luck, Tatjana. That's where we leave our sport for now.
And now we take it straight to your roads. Starting off in Gauteng, out in Elandshaven, there has been a multi-vehicle accident on the N12 eastbound before the Elands interchange. Now, the right lane is currently blocked and delays can be expected if you're leaving Alberton, so please take note. In the Western Cape, Century City on the N1 inbound, there is a congestion happening there between Plattekloof Road and Sable Road. The average traveling speed there is 25 kilometers per hour with delays up to 15 minutes. Save yourself some time over there. And of course, the train lines, there is an extended travel time of 20 to 30 minutes. That's on the Strand and Muldersflare line due to re-signalling between Foray and Easter River. Current infrastructure problems happening in Woodstock, Cape Town, Salt River, Thornton and Elsie's River, as well as sets out of service. That's where we leave it for now. The next report will be in just over half an hour.
Hey, babe, check this.
Fascinating.
You know, I don't mean to brag or anything, but
Don't ruin the moment. Prevent allergies or cold and flu with fast-acting powder nasal spray from the Nexa range. Brought to you by Pharmadynamics.
We've asked you to send in your sunrise pictures, and you have. Thank you so much to Ethan Vermaak for sending his sunrise picture from East London, where intervals of cloud and sunshine can be expected with shower and spots this morning and a southeasterly breeze reaching a maximum of 17 degrees. Fatakan also sent us his sunrise from Richards Bay, where cloudy conditions can be expected with periods of rain and temperatures that are not as warm as the day before, reaching a maximum of 19 degrees. Be just like them by getting your picture through to us on our Facebook page. It's Expresso Morning Show, SABC3. Remember the hashtag Expresso Show. And now those temperatures across the country, starting off in Polokwane, 12. Your low today reaching a high of 26 with heavy rainfall expected for Mbombela, 12. That's your low reaching a high of 19. If you're out in the capital city, Pretoria, thunderstorms are expected today, 12. That's your low reaching a high of 31. With Johannesburg starting off at 10, reaching a max of 29 and a couple of showers expected over there as well. Mahikeng, highest temperatures in the country today, 15 and 34, with Klerksdorp coming through with a low of 11, reaching a high of 31. Kimberley, 11, reaching a max of 28. And if you're out in Bloemfontein, your minimum is 7 today, reaching a high of 26. Heavy rainfall in Richards Bay, rainy day, 15 and 19, with a couple of showers expected for Pietermaritzburg, 10, reaching a maximum of 15 degrees. If you're out in Durban, occasional rain for you today, 16 and 20, with Mthatha rainy as well, 6, that's your low, reaching highs of 13 degrees. If you're out in East London, high humidity for you, 12, reaching a max of 17, and a cold start to the morning for Craddock today, 1 and 20. Port Elizabeth, 10, reaching a high of 18, with George Nass and sunny today, 10, your low, reaching a high of 17. The lowest temperatures in the country, Sutherland, 1, that's your low, reaching highs of 20, with Cape Town starting off at 11, peaking at 20 degrees. Worcester, 6, that's your low, reaching a max of 24, with Springbok, times of sun and clouds today, with a easterly wind traveling at 24 kilometers per hour, and your low is 12, reaching a high of 26. Uppington, lastly coming through with a southeasterly wind traveling at 22 kilometers per hour, and your temperature is 14, reaching a maximum of 29 degrees. And that's where we leave it for now. The next update in just over half an hour. Remember to make it a feel-good type of Thursday.
So, the last night's thrilling episode and slightly heartbreaking episode of Presenter Search on 3 was certainly a mixed bag of emotions as the talented hopefuls took on the challenge of presenting truly feel-good inserts, because that's what Expresso is all about. And we saw the departure, sadly, of contestant Simpiwe Harrison Mkhize. Simpiwe's featured cause was the totally awesome Pebbles project, doing some incredible work. And this morning we are joined by their fundraising and PR manager, who I'm sure is kept pretty busy, Charmaine Gola, who is proving herself to be the most wonderful human being, and we've only known each other for about 5 minutes. Charmaine, thank you so much for coming through, making the long haul out of the winelands to join us here. But you do a lot of your work in the winelands, supporting the children of predominantly farm workers, children that are living in, let's call it pretty hectic situations.
Certainly very, very challenging circumstances, yeah.
So what kind of work does the Pebbles project actually do? How do you guys come to bear?
So the huge amount of work that we do focuses on supporting children in their educational journey. And the children that we work with are kids that are actually based on mostly wine and fruit farms. We provide an array of programs and services, starting with education from the very earliest stages of education right up until they finish school, and ensuring that they actually become employable individuals that can actually go back to the very communities they come from and plow back. So education is our core focus. We then have health programs. Nutrition is also something that we provide, as well as community engagement and social work support.
You can't work in isolation. It's amazing. I've kind of dipped my toe into this space, and as soon as you broach one challenge, then you realize, okay, well, I can only get to joblessness if I tackle education, and I can only get to education if I fill the belly, and it becomes a thing. But I'm also realizing more and more that it takes massive resources to be able to actually achieve this. And as someone who's doing the PR and the sponsorship procurement, what does it take to support these some 1,500 kids? Because that's a lot of children that you guys are looking after. It
certainly is. I think first and foremost, it's the passionate individuals who make up the Pebbles Project family, as employees, as volunteers, as their family members as well, because we lean on them a lot. We continue to have the support of local donors, as well as international supporters, both corporate, both small shops down the road from us, as well as individual trusts and foundations that are actually based across the seas from us.
Thank you to everyone who is supporting. Thank you. But please continue to support. I think one cool way that people can participate, the Shoebox of Love for 2019. What's that all about?
So it's about spreading some joy and love during the festive season for our beneficiary children. Just little things like a toothbrush, a toothpaste, an occasional toy, being one of the only ones that they may have for that particular year, an item of clothing. All details are available on our website. It will not cost an individual more than 250 Rand to put together a shoebox of love for a Pebbles beneficiary. I think at the moment we are short of about 300 boxes, so our information is actually available for people to get involved.
And you know a little child is going to receive that over Christmas. I mean, it really does hit them when you say something as simple as a toothbrush.
Festive season is definitely a time of joy, a time of giving, and this is just one of the ways you can get involved with us.
You were in Simpiwe's clutches as he was put through, and so sad to see him leave. Such a wonderful young guy as well. But he was given the opportunity, and I suppose has, in effect, started his career on TV. He got to interview you guys for his feel-good challenge on Presenter Search on 3, the Expresso edition. What was that like?
It was quite great to spend some time with him. I think the big thing that we came away with was both of us believed in using education as a catalyst for change. Simpiwe was quite passionate about education. The moment that he stepped into that classroom, the kids just ran and gravitated towards him because he really was quite passionate, and you could feel an addictive personality. Very, very true and original. So we enjoyed spending time with him. I think his star is certainly starting to rise. He's still got a lot to do, and we look forward to maybe our paths crossing at some stage.
Yeah, well, I have a feeling that, you know, we get thrust together in these situations for a reason.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well done to him for making it as far as he has. Really sad to see him go, but that's the nature of a competition. All of them are lovely people, and it's ultimately only two who can find their way onto this couch. But you are doing amazing work, Charmaine. Your organisation is doing incredible work with, I think, those that deserve our help. These children cannot do it for themselves. They're not in a position to be able to do that, so the onus is on us to step in, and you guys are doing that in a very dramatic way. So thank you so much.
It's a pleasure.
And let's fill those shoe boxes of love with love. Still around 300 left that they need, you were saying. So please, we've got to do that. It's going to go a long way to making a child feel just a little bit more special over the festive season, and that's what it's all about. We'll have at Pebble Projects Trust all of those details on our social media platforms as well, so you can go and support, go and show them some love.
Well, enter to star in Tropica Island of Treasure, Curacao. If you're looking for fame and fortune, you could be selected as one of the 6 consumer contestants going to Curacao and the Caribbean, featured on this hit TV series Plus. Wait for it. You stand a chance of winning a shared R1 million with a celebrity partner. Now, imagine what all of that could do for you and what you could do with it. Now, all you have to do to enter is WhatsApp the keyword TIOT9 to 063 921 8395. 833-921-8395 for audition details. Plus, remember to buy any Tropica for details to stand a chance of winning hundreds and thousands of prizes. Now, it could be you winning with Tropica Island of Treasure. So go on WhatsApp TIOT9 right now to 063-921-8395 for audition details. T's and C's do apply, and more information can be found on tropica.co.za.
There's nothing smoother than winning when you buy Tropica. To enter for Tropica Island of Treasure Curacao, buy any size and your favorite flavor of Tropica in fresh or long life. Find the unique code behind the label or the sticker. Then follow the entry details on the pack and you could win daily prizes of airtime, cash, LG Q60 smartphones, 55-inch LG UHD smart artificial intelligence digital TVs, steam dishwashers, Caribbean tan hampers, or guest watches. That's more than 100,000 prizes. Now, for your chance at competing in Tropica Island of Treasure Curacao, record a video audition of yourself describing how you would outsmooth your competition on the island. Then load that video onto Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook with hashtag TIOT9 or WhatsApp the video to 063-921-8395. And it could be you winning a share of 1 million rand plus smooth fame and fortune while flying with KLM to the Caribbean for this season of Tropica Island of Treasure Curacao.
Bring home more than just memories of Mauritius with Club Med's all-inclusive holiday packages for families, friends and active couples. Choose from 3 Club Med Mauritius resorts and save up to 15% on your December 2019 booking with their early booking bonus. Extra bonus, kids under 12 stay free in Mauritius and fly free on Air Mauritius. Contact the agency by Club Med to book and visit clubmed.co.za for details.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to it. It is your feel-good breakfast show. It's Expresso live on SABC3. You hear the tune playing in the background, you know it's time to delve into the world of technology. So many developments happening, our lives being changed on a daily basis. Facebook really just taking over.
Yeah, man, this is quite an interesting story. Maybe if you're into cryptocurrency, maybe you've dabbled in a little trading yourself, this might pique your interest. Ever since Facebook unveiled their plans to launch their own cryptocurrency in order to enable quick and safe money transfer between between their customers. It's been met with obviously various reactions and opinions, a little bit of resistance here and there. So Facebook Libra has some lofty goals, and with billions of customers around the world, you can imagine Libra being a very successful endeavor. But that being said, crypto enthusiasts generally didn't like the fact that it would not be decentralized and pegged to a couple of fiat currencies. So while the tech community at large is extremely divided, and some saying Facebook Libra will give one of the biggest companies in the world even more power, they might be turning into the empire in Star Wars. They will take over. But I think now, notably, PayPal has decided to withdraw from the Libra Association, and it is a 28-member organization that was formed earlier this year to oversee Facebook Libra's creation as well as the eventual rollout to customers. So this is most likely due to regulatory scrutiny.
Which is important. You need that oversight.
Yeah, man.
Otherwise, people just do their own thing.
It's a little bit terrifying. Also among Facebook Libra's critics is Apple CEO, the opposition, Tim Cook, calling it a power grab. He said in a recent interview, "No, I really think that a currency should stay in the hands of countries. I'm not comfortable with the idea of a private group setting up a competing currency. A private company shouldn't be looking to gain power this way."
Yeah. That's what I say.
I don't know.
I think it's important to have that.
I mean, I can't speak to Mark Zuckerberg's brain and mind or his opinions, but it would make a lot of sense the way that Facebook is progressing, that they would make a move like this. Is it a power grab, or is it just, as they say, there to make trade between their massive database easier? Well, I don't know.
Think about this.
We shall watch the space, but I'll tell you one thing.
Yeah.
It'll happen.
It will happen, maybe just not yet. But imagine you and I, we set up our own company, and then we decide to start a currency that competes with the rand in the country. Do you think that's like something that shouldn't be happening that easily?
Yeah, no. Look, I think either way, it's going to happen. So just get used to the idea, whether you resist it or not. Mark Zuckerberg is coming. I'm out of here.
Can I help you guys?
I'll take it.
Dion Wired, where humans go for technology.
Well, there are different types of insurance in the world of insurance, and of course we know that insurance is there to protect us in the event of life's grandest uncertainties. And Graham had a chance to sit with an expert at insurance from Standard Bank. Take a look at this.
Nothing says I've made it quite like buying your dream car, or maybe even your first car for that matter. There's just something very empowering about owning your own wheels. And as soon as you do, and you've got those keys in your hands, it's equally empowering to know that our vehicles are adequately insured and protected. We want to take care of what we value most in this world. And here to guide us through the options available to us is Nolwandle Mbalo, the Managing Director of Standard Insurance Limited. Nolwandle, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Graham.
Yeah, I say it's a good feeling to know your car is insured. It's vital that your car is insured. Often cases, it's a big spend. You might have saved up for a long time. It's something that we really do value. Maybe a good place to start is to know what kinds of car insurance are available to us in the market.
Thanks, Graham. I think the starting point is that, to your earlier statement, it is the most valuable asset for most people. For
most of us, yeah.
For many people, it's probably the first, and it's the most expensive asset to acquire. The number of options available to actually help you protect that valuable asset. And these vary from individual requirements, but also from an affordability point of view. So if you look for insurance, there's insurance that could protect third parties, what we define as third party, your liability in the event of an accident involving someone else's vehicle. But there's also, more importantly, given the fact that you've actually acquired the asset, protecting that valuable asset that you've just acquired, which is actually the option available there. It's around comprehensive cover.
Okay.
And that actually takes into account your comprehensive will include car hire in the event that you're involved in an accident, because we will often say if. It's not if, it's when it happens.
It's when. It will. Statistics say that it will.
It will happen, and in that event, you don't want to be inconvenienced. The comprehensive cover gives you the option, one of those options, the car hire, to mitigate some of the interruptions to your daily routine. You have to go to work, you have to drop drop off the kids, you need another vehicle. So there's options. They vary from simple, which is actually just your third-party liability, but also a comprehensive cover, which takes care of most of your requirements.
What should I be considering when starting that process of buying insurance and finding the right partner?
We're very fortunate these days. There's quite a myriad of options or avenues that one can actually get the information. First, you contact your broker, if you currently have your broker. Your short-term broker will actually advise you in terms of the options available, but also you can go online. If you already have an existing relationship directly with the insurer, important to actually contact your insurer to get the details of the options available to you.
Ask questions.
It's actually about inquiring. Even if you go online, understand your needs, because you have to inquire from a point of what is my need, what is it that I require, what is it that I can afford.
Often when it's out of your control, and maybe this relates to that in some way, if I have a child who's now driving and wants to take my set of Hot Wheels out for the night, or any other driver for that matter, are they covered by your insurance?
Let's make sure the child has got a license.
First tick.
And that will be the first tick. You have to specify the regular driver in your insurance, as well as the second driver.
Okay.
If you can't leisurely choose that your child can actually be behind those wheels. In the case of an incident, if that person is actually not registered as the regular driver in the vehicle or noted as a secondary driver, you are exposed because you will not actually be protected.
Knowing what you need out of your cover, but also knowing what you can afford. How much on average, and this is a bit of a curveball, would you be looking to spend on insurance?
Well, Gourmet will actually differ, as I said initially, first of all, the type of vehicle that you have, the cover that you go for. The simpler the better. In terms of your premium, you have to take into account there's an excess that is payable. So the higher the excess, the likelihood of the premium will actually be lower. So you have to balance between the cover that you're choosing as well as some of the extras as well that you're adding, and take the last part being actually the excess payable.
What you are due if something does go wrong. Thank you so much. Hopefully we've helped to educate you and at least got you thinking about some of those important questions that you need to ask your broker or your insurer if you already have an existing relationship, and ask yourself about what really matters most to you, because ultimately that's what it's about, protecting what matters most to you with the right kind of insurance. So for a personalized quote that matches your needs, most importantly, SMS INSURE, that's INSURE, to 30788, 30788. And it's a nice little bonus when you SMS and get that quote. And I stress you have to actually get the quote. You stand the chance of winning a state-of-the-art, very valuable Samsung Galaxy S10. Remember that standard SMS rates apply and no free SMSs, but you can find all the terms and conditions, as always, on our website, expressoshow.com.
Get an insurance quote and stand a chance to win one of 6 Samsung S10 smartphones. Simply SMS the keyword INSURE to 30788 for a callback and a quote, and you could be a winner.
Learning to protect those things that matter most to us with insurance. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much, Graham. Thank you, Standard Bank. Now, we know that the motions or the wheels are turning already. It is the Million Plus One, 1 Million Plus One campaign with Rise Against Hunger, which is all really about making sure that we empower those children who could otherwise go without a meal. It is going on, and this Saturday we're going to be taking to Somerset Mall, where we're aiming to pack 40,000 meals. Last week, we packed 50,000 meals, but this shows that we can do it, and we need you to get involved. So after the break, you get to find out how you can do that.
Welcome back. You're live with Expresso. Thank you so much for tuning in to what has been a truly inspirational show today, and it's just getting better. Now, I think let's get real here, like the stats relating to the some 14 million plus South Africans going hungry as we speak. The number 1 million plus one is a little bit daunting, but it all hinges on us starting with the number right in front of us. Just the next plus one, or in this case, the next 40,000. Our partnership with Rise Against Hunger for the hashtag 1 million plus one meal campaign now moves to Somerset Mall this Saturday, the 12th of October. And I think as excited as I am about hosting what will be a life-affirming day of love and, yes, furious packing, the marketing manager of Somerset Mall, Virat Adams, and her really hot team this morning, Andrea Compton and Zoe Gans. Guys, welcome to... You guys look hot. You guys look hot. You came to impress. First of all, thank you so much for getting involved, especially you, Virat. You're an OG. You were there at the very beginning. You actually planted the seed in me.
Yes.
We did our first meal pack many, many moons ago, and so thank you for that.
Pleasure.
What a journey. We are now broaching 1 million plus one meals over the next year, which is insane. 40,000 is a pretty big number, but for someone who's experienced it, what makes these days of getting stuck and literally rolling up your sleeves so powerful, do you think?
I think it's more about Somerset Mall giving back to its community. Children are our future. Everything that we do from a CSI point of view is all about kids. Feeding them, educating them, ensuring that they have a roof over their heads. It starts with one person.
Yeah.
And I think with 40,000 meals, we're aiming to get over 200 people to pack those 40,000 meals. So if 200 people can pack 40,000 meals, there's so much more to come.
Completely, and it becomes such an awesome day, especially for younger people packing. That's why we're kind of really driving it at schools, but it all hinges on our shoppers, the people coming up and doing it. And I always have this terrifying moment at the beginning of a day like that when the queues are a little bit quiet and I'm like, oh my word, we're not going to be able to do it. Andrea, you know your people. Are they going to come out? What have you got to say to the volunteers that we need to step up on the day?
They're gonna come. They're gonna do it. They're gonna come there and pack. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be interactive. It's for a good cause. So why not?
Completely.
Yeah.
Why have you guys embraced this? I know that you say CSI is an important part of what you do, but the children in particular, Zoe, why is this such an important thing for you, maybe even on a personal level?
I just feel that when it comes to a child, there's so many of them that are just growing up in a situation that they just can't find the means to get the food that they need to grow up and get strong and take that next step into, you know, being an older child or a teenager and that. And it really is a big foundation for them to grow up. So if we could help in that matter, I think it's a really good cause.
And it's just, I've been there to deliver the meals and meet the children, meet the caregivers, these mamas that are looking after 30, 40 kids with zero resources to help them. Maybe I can ask this to you, because I know you're a very proud mother yourself. How do you wrap your head around the fact that this, for most of these children, it's going to be the only meal that they get that day? And often when these meals go to a family, they end up dividing these meals up to make 3 or 4 meals out of that. How do you wrap your head around the fact that this is not happening in another country, not some war-torn corner of the world, but this is like a few kilometers away from where we are right now?
It is heart-wrenching when you walk into those situations and to see a 2-year-old share their meal with someone either younger or the same age, the perception or the initiative it takes for that small child to know to share something that is so valuable to them it's heartbreaking. So for us, to just the smallest part, this is only a drop in the ocean of what we can give back to them, and it's literally the core of their being is feed. And a meal could possibly tie them over to the next afternoon or the next day and provide them a meal in the morning to go to school that day. So, you know, it's big for us, but in the smallest possible way. So we're just asking for every one of our shoppers to just help us. I think that's the biggest thing, is help us pack the 40,000 meals.
We don't need your money. We just need your love. We just need your love. Just a little bit of your time to feed a child that would have otherwise gone hungry. Maybe I can ask you very quickly, we want to inspire every shopping centre out there to do the same thing. We want to take ownership of World Hunger Day. Next year, I want 100 centres across the country to step up and do this for their communities. What have you got to say to possibly your competitors in this space, Andrea, the other shopping centres out there? What do you say to them?
Get on board. Like, wouldn't it be so cool if everybody could just like a chain hook in with one another and pack all those meals, and it becomes a big thing. So I say, get out there, guys, do what you can, come help. Be the change, make the change.
I absolutely love that. We can do 1 million plus one this year. We can do 3 million the year after. We can do 15 million the year after that. We can literally, through this one initiative, feed every food insecure person in the country. And we say plus one because we will always look to the next child until every little belly is full. But you can join us on Saturday at Somerset Mall. Just rock up if you want, or you can go to Rise Against Hunger's website. That's rahafrica.org. Go to the events tab, sign up. There's still a few spaces left. We need your help. We can do this, but we need every pair of hands that we can get.
We can do it, and we need your hands to be able to change a child's life. And now to loosen things up a little bit, born and raised in Cape Town, Annalisa and Asanele Sobekwa were destined to be the center of attention. I mean, they were always going to do it. And why not? Everyone loves twinning. And after starting out on social media in 2016, the twins started being recognized as their Sobekwa twins. Now, their platforms were used to gain awareness as they dreamed about making it on television. And today, the young ladies are thriving at CPUT, killing Instagram with almost 220,000 followers and finding themselves at the forefront of some of the biggest and some of our favorite brands. And welcome, ladies and gents, to the Expresso show. It's Annalisa and Asanele. Give them a big Expresso warm welcome. Yeah. Ladies, I'm still a bit starstruck by the fact that I'm meeting you guys here this morning.
Wow.
First, I must say you look completely different in real life as you do to what you do on Instagram. It's insane.
In what way?
Sometimes on Instagram, I feel like I can tell you guys apart.
Oh.
And then now you're here and I'm looking at you and I'm just like, okay, maybe not. But tell us how you guys are enjoying this, fast rise to fame.
We wouldn't necessarily call it fame, but I do think that there is some kind of attention around us, obviously.
Yeah.
But it's something that we've always wanted, but we always see it as work, and we don't take it personally, you know? So it's more like work for us. Yeah, but we genuinely just enjoy the perks of it, getting free things, being on this show,
Yeah.
There's so many benefits, and I think we just appreciate it.
Yeah.
We always choose to appreciate everything that we go through.
Are you guys consciously aware all the time of the fact that you now have so many eyeballs on your platforms and on yourselves?
Yeah, because we're very chilled. That's the thing, is we're so chilled. We want to be in sweats every day and be like, oh, I need to get in shape. And you need to go to the mall, and you need to put in a bit of more effort if you go to the mall, if you go to the garage, because you don't know where you're going to bump into.
Like, you're a star.
No, not a star.
People are asking for photos at every turn. But tell us about your background as far as your studies are concerned. I know that you guys are busy at the Cape Peninsula University of Technology. Juggling that with all of the stuff that you guys have to do and get to do must be quite hectic.
Definitely. I mean, it's a bit tricky because you don't know which one should lack. Because I mean, if you focus on two things, one will lack a bit, but we always try and find the balance. But it's sleepless nights, basically. And it's just so hectic. I find out every day that I have an assignment due tomorrow.
How do you find out? Is it whispered to you in your sleep that today you have an assignment due?
It's just so crazy because you think you have everything figured out. You're like, I have my date sorted. It's like, tomorrow there's an assignment. And you're just like, oh, shoot, I'm going to start it now.
Well, something you certainly don't figure out on the day is that you are constantly killing the fashion and style game. And so how has fashion influenced who you guys are today?
I think we've always tried to be simple and be ourselves, and we really don't get inspiration. Okay, we are inspired by a lot of South African girls, but we try and be different from them because we want to stand out and we want to be ourselves in our own way. So sometimes it may seem less than, but we know that together we already attract some form of attention, so we wouldn't want to overdo it at the same time. We wouldn't want to try too hard. It just works.
Yeah, you guys do everything together. Do people often struggle to tell you guys apart?
Every day. It's our life.
And how do you guys manage that?
Like if they call me Annalisa, we both look. Yeah. If someone would say Annalisa, we're both going to look because they're probably mistaking it in any case.
I hope your parents get it right.
No, they do. But our dad sometimes. Our dad. Yeah, but some people can tell us, like, even if we're walking from a distance, or they sing us from the back, they'll be like, oh, I know who that is.
Yeah, I'm going to be a bit of a creep. As soon as we're done here, I want to spend at least 2 minutes just staring at you guys so that I can try and recalibrate,
Don't worry,
okay?
That's normal. We go through that all the time. All the time.
Well, I can't wait to have a chat with you guys about fashion and style and denim, and that's all coming up. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Later in the show, the twins will be showcasing all the hottest trends when it comes to denim. That's the topic for the day. Forge your very own fashion-forward denim looks this season. Be sure to head over to the Woolworths website or shop yours in-store or on the Woolies app.
Save big this week with Dion Wired. Get a laser TV projector and 80-inch TV screen bundle for $49,999. Upgrade your kitchen with a Smeg kettle for as little as $24,999. Impress with a silver Samsung side-by-side fridge for $19,999. Jam it up with a JBL Flip 5 for an incredible $1,999. And get a new 32-gig iPad for $55,999.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. Your timing's pretty good as we're about to take a look at an organization that is empowering and supporting the unemployed in Cape Town. Coping South Africa, its core purpose is to teach others to help themselves. So with 165 years of serving marginalized and underprivileged communities in Europe, in Africa, South America, this organization at its heart promotes the general welfare of the communities as well as society at large, assisting those that are falling through the gaps.
The Society's Work Opportunity Program embodies their belief in self-reliance and helping people to help themselves. The program consists of life and vocational skills training with the objective to get people employed.
I was very involved in this juvenile delinquency, and I've been in the wrong circle of friends. I just want to be an inspiration in the community, make a difference, because most of our young ones is going into gangsterism. They are faced with tough challenges and the influence, bad influences, peer pressure and stuff like that. I also just want to thank God for taking me out of the situation that I was in, and that I have the opportunity now to improve my life like this.
Coping South Africa was started in 1952 by German immigrants in Johannesburg, and the society has since spread across the country as a registered NGO.
Coping would like to help people to develop themselves as a person holistically in all the areas of their life, socially, spiritually, materially, educationally. Coping reaches out with their work opportunity program to young people in township areas and in rural areas. The criteria for that program is unemployed youth whose parents are not able to send them on to further education and training.
The program integrates the unemployed into the workplace. Anyone unemployed who has completed grade 10 and is between the ages of 18 and 35 can apply.
The SAFE course has influenced me positively because I've applied the life skills that I've learned here at Coping. We've learned how to have the right attitude, how to discipline ourselves. Yeah, the family is very excited for this new chapter in my life because at the end of the day I can maybe start my own business.
The lack of work is a major contributor to hopelessness. This program is a response to a large number of unemployed school leavers, some of whom turned to substance abuse.
I used to smoke cocaine, I used to smoke tuck, and it was a problem. But I thank to God for Coping, who changed completely my life, because God also, in the meantime, helped them to help me. My family started to talk to me properly. My community started to look up to me. One thing I want to tell them all, never give up, never give in, never put yourself down that you are nothing. You are somebody. You are somebody important to God.
Offering choices to school leavers and helping them to establish feasible careers, Coping proves that financially active people positively impact everyone in their communities.
Now, denim takes new shapes and makes big fashion shakes in the style arena this 2019 season. And Reed Denim at Woolworths has every style, every leg shape, every skirt shape covered for an edgy denim with a different look. Now, it's no surprise. It's simply your one-stop denim destination. Now, this morning we have so much to talk about and unpack with the ever-fashion forward Sobekwa twins that are with us in the house. Give it up for Annalisa and Asanele. And we're going to be chatting all things denim. Yes, everybody is so drawn by your beauty and your style, ladies. But when it comes to this season of re-denims, which styles are you ladies drawn to? Which styles are you guys crushing on?
I think we definitely love the button medium denim skirt. I mean, it's so chic and so tiny. We always like things that are a bit petite because we are petite. So we always want things that would actually go with our style and who we are. Yeah, and it's really cute at the same time. Also, the boyfriend jeans. Oh my gosh, we love boyfriend jeans. But because we are petite, we like wearing it with something tiny on top, something petite on top as well, just so that it doesn't look like it's wearing you and you're wearing it, you know?
And you don't lose shape.
Exactly.
So there's a lot of emphasis and focus on the different washes and the different wash styles and all of that, and I'm seeing so much of it. It's a difficult thing to have to choose, but do you guys have a specific type of wash that you're into?
Yeah, definitely the light wash denim, especially because it's summer right now, so no one's actually going to do anything too dark. It's summer right now and it's easy to have it with a pop of color. It just pops amazingly in summer. I think the light wash is definitely our go-to. It's very subtle.
Yeah, and everyone's talking about a hot girl summer. And if there's a pair that I know is going to be bringing hot girl summer to life, it's the two of you guys.
It's hope.
You guys, it's guaranteed you're going to be bringing that. But when it comes to summer and denim, we know that they go hand in hand together. But I mean, some people get it right and some people get it wrong. Do you have any top tips for the ladies out there to getting it right?
Yeah, I think with us, we've always tried to adjust items to fit us, because most of the time something doesn't fit. For example, if you have old jeans, cut them up and don't be scared to use a bit of scissors. You can rip your jeans like the one I'm wearing now to make it more summer, because I'm sure if it was full denim it would look a bit of winter, but now it's summer because it's open leg and all of that. People shouldn't just DIY it.
And sometimes you can't always get it at the shop.
Yeah. So you can always just make it yourself. That's what we've always done.
That's the thing I've noticed about you guys is that you have so much fun with clothing items where one person might wear it this way. You guys always try and make it your own, and you do such a good job at that. But now, we know that denim can be versatile, but not everyone knows how to make it versatile.
Yeah.
So what are your top tips for being able to take a denim piece into the afternoon all the way into the night time?
I mean, for example, we're wearing these, I'm wearing a denim shirt right now, and I just tied a knot just to show a bit of stomach, to make it a bit, you know.
Summer. Hot girl summer.
Exactly, yeah. And it's appropriate for the nighttime as well. The nighttime as well, you know, just cuff the bottoms, just try and keep it just a bit edgy, and always add an accessory like belts.
Yeah.
Belts always add an edge to whatever you're wearing, you know?
Yeah.
And just try and show a bit more skin if you can with whatever you're wearing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So sometimes what you're saying is basically that a fold at the bottom can make all the difference.
Definitely.
What you do with your top can make a huge difference.
Yes.
A little bit of skin can go a long way. Because who's the gal? You're the gal.
I can't say it.
Own it, own it. Who's the gal?
We are the gals.
You are the gals. These are fabulous denim tips from the girls, the gals, in the know on all things stylish and edgy. Thank you so much to Annalisa and Asanele for such insight on forging your very own fashion-forward denim looks this season, because at the end of the day, it really is in your hands, and that's why denim is so powerful and always on trend. Don't you all want some more denim style in your wardrobe? Be sure to head on over to Woolworth's website or shop yours in store on the Woolies app right now. You guys are the gals.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you so much, ladies. Well, after the break, we're going to shift our focus, like the entire world is right now, on mental health awareness. It's World Mental Health Day today, and we are trying to get the word out there. We are more powerful when we empower others, and we want you, if you are struggling with any mental health related issue right now, to reach out and talk to someone. So maybe you can share your words of support. Maybe you have been through something that has given you some valuable insights. Please share those with us on all of our social media platforms. At Expresso Show is the handle to use, and our Expresso Morning Show Facebook page is a great platform to share your love, your thoughts. We can break that stigma down. After the break, we're going to delve into a discussion around mental health. So please stay tuned for that.
Catch the repeat of Presenter Search on 3, the Expresso edition, Saturday afternoon at 1 on SABC3. Great TV is more than just looking good on camera, so who will stand out as the top 7 contestants are given the task of researching and presenting their own feel-good story? Presenter Search on 3, the Expresso edition, Wednesday evenings at 7:30, repeat Saturdays at 1, only on 3. The stage is yours, own it.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
It is your Feel Good Breakfast show, Expresso, live right here on SABC 3. Thank you so much for joining us on this beautiful Thursday. And we've asked you on social media, and we've told you, rather, we are more powerful when we empower each other. Just a reminder. And so on hashtag World Mental Health Day, remember that it's okay to need others and to reach out for help. Share it with someone who needs the reminder. We received some of your comments on our Facebook page. Here is one from Shireen Abrams saying, "Good morning, my Expresso family. Happy Thursday. Here is some inspiring words. Love is not only something you feel, it is something you do. Friendship is the most constant, the most enduring, the most basic part of love. Love grows by giving. The love we give away is the only love we keep. Have a great day, my Feel Good Breakfast family." Thank you so much. Such a beautiful message. Thank you so much, Shireen. And we've got another one here from Sello Makoto saying, "Good morning. Yes, guys, you're doing nice work each time and empowering us day by day. Thanks for this." And I think it's very important. It's important to open up the conversation so that it trickles down to all the many homes across South Africa so that everyone knows that it's okay to seek help, but it's also okay to receive someone looking for help. Lena Ventura says, "If you know someone with a mental illness, please don't make them feel like they have to prove how unwell they are. They're fighting a misunderstood, invisible illness that is life-threatening. Please be kind." And at the end of the day, we all do really have a responsibility. It's a human responsibility to be kind to one another.
Yes, so today is, as you have now picked up, World Mental Health Day. We commemorate it on the 10th of October every year, where we are shining a light on how we can help each other and ourselves to make sure that we are looking after the state of our mental health. And we're going to now chat to an artist, a writer, and a mental health activist, Yvette Hess, who herself has been diagnosed with bipolar disorder. Yvette, welcome. Thank you so much for putting yourself out there. I'm a firm believer that we all exist in some way or another on this great spectrum of mental health and disorder. It's very easy for us to try to kind of classify it to make it easier to understand, but the bottom line is that it is very difficult to understand, especially if you're grappling with something as we speak. Maybe I can ask from your own personal perspective why it's so important for you to put yourself out there and what we need to do on a grassroots level to get the awareness out there.
Well, I think firstly, awareness is important, and these awareness days and awareness campaigns are really important because it teaches you the language. I think in the grassroots level, we're not really understanding the language, whether it's anxiety or depression. We would rather say, "Oh, she's full of moods," or, you know, and the thing is, when you take away the language, you don't understand what it involves. And if you don't understand what it involves, you cannot empower the other person or assist or help the person who is suffering.
Yeah, or you can't help yourself, and it's so difficult to navigate that. I think that the real danger here is, I mean, it's a spiral, and you can start to feel absolutely worthless when you aren't able to control. I think a lack of control or a loss of that control is a big part of that. Where does that start within ourselves to create that safe place so we can start broaching it ourselves, start dealing with it, and most importantly, connect with someone else to be able to deal with it? Because ultimately, you do have to speak to someone.
Exactly. So for me, the important starting point is actually reading about blogs and other people's experiences, because in that way you connect. It's very easy to find symptoms online. You know what the facts are, but to see it in real life, I think that's the most important. And in that way, you feel less disconnected, because it's quite an isolating illness, you know, mental illness, especially if you feel like you're the only one going through it. So in that way, reading through other people's blogs and other people's experiences and listening when others are sharing their stories, it becomes easier for you to understand and then take responsibility for your own illness.
That sense of powerlessness, that's not something just that we, the that are struggling with an issue feel, but those that are close to you, I think, are desperately wanting to help, maybe don't have the language, the means to be able to do that. What would you say, knowing your own experiences, what do you say to a person that you think is going through something, no matter how small, whether it's situational or whether you think it's a larger mental health issue? How do you approach them in a safe way and make them, at least in some small way, feel like you connect and understand? Where do we start?
I think the first place is to understand that it is beyond the person's control. I think if that is the first step, because I find with a lot of people who need to be in the supportive role, in the carer role, there's a lot of judgment because they think it's something you can understand. So if you come from that place...
man. Now you've identified it, just sort yourself, you know?
Exactly. So that's the first point of call. And then, again, reading about other people's experiences so that you can have some sort of insight into what that person is experiencing. And in that way, you connect and you create that sense of empathy. And then, obviously, with the facts, the diagnosis, what it entails. But just being there, being aware, being self-aware, obviously, in terms of how you're dealing with the person and see how they are also experiencing the illness.
Sometimes it's conversation, sometimes it's a diagnosis, sometimes it's a medication. There are so many ways that we can approach this, but you've got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
As someone who is very clearly, because you present as a very confident, very sharing, very open, very aware person, what's your mantra? What do you tell yourself to remain equipped and empowered to deal with what you're going through, bipolar disorder?
That it's okay to not always be okay. And that even though I have a mental illness, I'm still empowered. I can decide, I have the capability, I have dreams that are valid, even though I have a mental illness. I can still go on, I can still thrive, not just survive.
Clearly, you can thrive, and you're helping other people do that as well. Thank you so much. I know it takes a lot to beat back something like this, knowing the stigma, knowing the weight of it, but it takes even more to put yourself out there and say, okay, well, I'm going to use my journey to inspire others. And I would imagine, just like you have learned so much through other people's experiences, others right now are looking at you going, okay, actually, you know what? Maybe there is something I can do. Hopefully, where can they find you? Where can they read your blogs? Where can they learn about more of your experience?
Well, most of my activities on Instagram, because it's just so much more, it's just easier. That's where you'll find a lot of my, it's Insta, exactly. A lot of my writing and my artwork you'll find there, and you can follow me on Instagram.
You're a superstar. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. This really has been an inspirational show, but hopefully in some way we have broken down that stigma so you yourself can start relating to this topic. Just start broaching these ideas for yourself and then reach out to someone else. And this is the number that you have to call, 0800 456789. That's SADAG, the South African Depression and Anxiety Group. They've got some amazing counsellors waiting, ready to chat to you right now. Just take that first step. Just that first step. Reach out to someone.
We've just gone past 8 o'clock, time for that final look at your news headlines. President Cyril Ramaphosa has been invited to give a keynote address at the Financial Times Africa Summit under the theme Africa in Motion in London next week. The annual summit brings together prominent figures in business, politics and economics, as well as heads of state committed to increasing economic growth in Africa. Ramaphosa will deliver the opening keynote address with Mr. Lionel Barber, editor of the Financial Times. This opportunity is aimed at building awareness and strengthening the competitiveness of the African continent as a whole. The Gauteng MEC for Education, Panyaza Lusufi, has announced that teachers and learners in Gauteng will now have full access to the new online curriculum lesson system. This comes after Lusufi took to his Twitter account to showcase the new system. Lusufi says it took his department almost 6 years to fulfill its promise of an online system. It is believed that it will change and enhance especially township education. The program will include digital lessons, teacher guides and multimedia content in languages. In international headlines, Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed is currently the front-runner to win the 2019 Nobel Peace Prize after climate change activist teenager Greta Thunberg. Ahmed is nominated for the reconciliation he forged in 2018 with Eritrea. He also won additional praise for using his diplomatic skills to ease the political crisis that followed the overthrow of Sudan's former president Omar al-Bashir earlier this year. Since he took office in April 2018, he has pushed Ethiopia towards new democratic freedoms. The winner is due to be announced tomorrow. The United Nations Security Council will meet on Syria behind closed doors today, diplomats said, after Turkey had launched a military operation against Kurdish fighters in the northeast of the country. The discussion of the situation in Syria by the 15-member Security Council was requested by the 5 European members, Britain, France, Germany, Belgium and Poland. When announcing the start of the military action yesterday, just days after US troops withdrew from the area, Turkish President Tayyip Erdogan said the aim was to eliminate what he called a terror corridor on Turkey's southern border. And finally, rugby is called a gentleman's game, and Canadian lock Josh Lawson has proved this saying to be very true. He gallantly popped into the Springbok changing room to offer his apologies after being red carded in their Pool B match at the Rugby World Cup in Kobe in Japan on Tuesday. Lawson was given his marching orders in the 35th minute of entering a ruck shoulder, or rather for entering a ruck shoulder first, which connected with the neck of an unsuspecting Thomas du Toit. Lawson extended his apologies to du Toit and wished him and the Boks well for the remainder of the tournament. Their response was, "This is what rugby is all about. Thanks, Josh. Well done to Ed Rugby Canada on your RWC campaign. And thank you for a great time, or rather a great game of rugby, from #StrongerTogether." And that's where we leave it for now. Here's Graham with a final look at your sport.
Let's return to the action on the field in the Rugby World Cup. Wales booking their spot in the World Cup quarterfinals after a 29-17 victory over a determined Fiji side at the Oita Stadium yesterday. Wales coming from behind to win the match, with wing Josh Adams scoring a hat-trick and fullback Liam Williams securing that bonus point. So Wales now top Pool D and will face Uruguay in their final pool match on Sunday. Then Scotland kept their hopes of the quarterfinals alive. That was after claiming ultimately a comfortable 61-0 thrashing over Russia. Currently sit at the bottom of Pool A. George Horne bagging a hat-trick there as well to help the Scots register a comprehensive win. So on Sunday, Scotland will face fierce competition when they take on host Japan. They would need to win that match to advance. Then Mario Ledesma's Argentina have beaten the USA 47-17 in their Pool C clash at the Kumagaya Rugby Stadium to confirm their spot in the 2023 Rugby World Cup set to take place in France. The Las Pumas scored 7 tries on the day, with both Joaquin Tucolet and Saint Juan Cruz Malia crossing the line twice. So this is the first time Argentina has failed to reach the last 8 of a World Cup since 2003, but they have made it far enough to get into the next showpiece. Then on to the Olympics. We touched on the story yesterday. We can now confirm that South Africa's Geordie Smith has provisionally qualified for the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. He secured his qualification after advancing to the round of 16 at the Quicksilver Pro in France, placing him in the top 10 in the world on the World Surf League Championship Tour rankings. The 31-year-old has become the first South African surfer to qualify for the global showpiece. He does still need to be selected by the selectors, but the Olympics, we know, will kick off on the 24th of July until the 9th of August next year. And then following her incredible success at the 2019 Summer Universiade in Napoli, South Africa's Tatjana Schoenmaker has been nominated for her first international award. She's been nominated in the category for Best Athlete. We know the 22-year-old won gold in both the 100 and 200-meter breaststroke events in Italy, and then also made history winning gold at the FINA Swimming World Championships in Gwangju in South Korea later that same month. So the award ceremony will take place on the 15th of November. We certainly wish her well and congratulate her on what has been a stellar year. And that's where we leave our sport for now.
And now we take a final look at your roads. We start off in Elandshaven out in Gauteng, where there is congestion on the N12 eastbound. That's before the Elands interchange. This is due to an accident and a stationary truck obstructing the road, so please use an alternative route this morning. In the Western Cape and Brackenfell on the N1 outbound, there is a stationary vehicle that's after Okavango Road. It's obstructing the right lane, so delays can be expected. Keep a lookout for this, please. And off to the trains, there is an extended travel time of 30 to 40 minutes. That's on the Central Line due to to speed restrictions, current infrastructure conditions in various areas, including Langa, Mutual and Philippi, as well as sets out of service. Well, be sure to take it easy on the roads, and the next report will be rather tomorrow morning, because that's where we leave it for this morning.
A zero-fee account with 0 surprises. That's different.
Money. We've asked you to send in your sunrise pictures. Thank you so much to Kwete Gift for your sunrise picture from Limpopo, and Lariska Boyk for your sunrise picture from Shelley Beach in KZN, as well as Ethan Fermal for your sunrise from East London, and lastly Fatah Khan for your sunrise picture from Richards Bay. Beautiful pictures. Thank you, guys. And now we take that final look at those temperatures across the country. We start off in Polokwane, a low of 12 today, reaching a high of 26 degrees, with heavy rainfall expected in Mbombela, 12. That's your low, reaching a high of 19. And if you're out in Pretoria, you can expect thunderstorms today, 12, your low, reaching a maximum of 31 degrees. Johannesburg, a couple of showers today, 10, reaching a high of 29, with the highest temperatures in the country. That's Mahikeng, 15, with a high of 34 degrees. Klerksdorp, 11 and 31, with Kimberley times of sun and clouds today, 11, that's your low, reaching highs of 28 degrees. Bloemfontein, 7 and a max of 26, with Richards Bay expecting heavy rainfall today, 15, reaching a maximum of 19 degrees. A couple of showers are expected in Pietermaritzburg, 10, reaching a maximum of 15, with occasional rain for Durban today, 16, reaching a high of 20. Mthatha, rainy as well today, 6, that's your minimum, and a maximum of 13, with high humidity for East London, 12, reaching a high of 17. If you're in Cradock, you can expect a cold start to the morning today, 1, that's your low, reaching a high of 20, with Port Elizabeth pulling that 10 and 18 maximum. George, 10, reaching a maximum of 17, and the lowest temperatures in the country today, that's Sutherland, 1, reaching a maximum of 20 degrees. The mother city, Cape Town, starts off at 11, peaking at 20, and Worcester will start off at 6, reaching that high of 24. You can expect an easterly wind traveling at 24 kilometers per hour for Springbok, 12, reaching a high of 26. And if you're out in Uppington, a southeasterly wind traveling at 22 kilometers per hour, and your temperature is 14, that's your low, reaching a high of 29 degrees. That's where we leave it for this morning. No matter the weather in your part of the country, be sure to make it a feel-good type of day.
I'm telling you, the weather is beautiful on the island of Curacao. You have an opportunity to enter to star in Tropica, Island of Treasure, Curacao. If you're looking for fame and fortune, this is where it starts. You could be selected as one of the very lucky 6 consumer contestants going to the beautiful island of Curacao in the Caribbean, featured on the hit TV series, turning you into an instant star. Plus, of course, stand a chance of winning your share, one half of R1 million, and the other going to your celebrity partner. Imagine what you could do with all of that. All you have to do is WhatsApp the keyword TIOT9 to 063 921 8395, and we'll send you those audition details. Plus, remember to buy yourself a Tropica for details to stand a chance of winning hundreds and thousands of prizes. Some amazing prizes, TVs, phones up for grabs, and you could be winning with a Tropica Island of Treasure. So just WhatsApp TIOT9 to 063 921 8395 and get those audition details. You can find all of the competition terms and conditions at tropica.co.za.
Well, the feel-good factor doesn't stop here on your feel-good breakfast show. Meg is in the house, and you know what that means. It means we're going to be talking baby talk, baby sleep,
That's it. Yeah.
Is it a big thing for parents?
It's huge. Sleep deprivation.
Yeah?
It's horrible.
The babies aren't sleeping.
The babies don't sleep.
And the parents don't sleep as a result.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So you get to find out how to cope with all of that. Well, you look like you've had enough sleep, but to keep you awake throughout the morning, Princess, please can we organize Meg a coffee?
A coffee now. Oh, thanks, Princess.
Will you have the croissant or should I have the croissant?
I'll take that.
Okay, you can take it. I'll have one as well, please. We'll see you in a bit.
Only the highest grade Arabica beans. McAfee, great coffee, simple. See you after the break.
Nap time just got extra cuddly. Get a free cuddle pillow when you buy 2 bags of Hill's pet food. where dreams are made.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you're live with Expresso. I'm so tired, not even that gorgeous little laugh makes me feel any better. No, I'm joking. Sleep deprivation, though, is no joke. Very common complaint for parents with newborns. But more than 50% of toddlers also do not sleep through the night. I suddenly feel better. Bedtime battles and wandering around at night are familiar scenarios, and I think most parents with toddlers have dealt with this at least sometime. It's all phases. It seems just when you get a handle on it, then it's out of your control. So we are joined by co-author of Sleep Sense, who also conducts bi-monthly online sleep courses, as well as a sleep practice here in Cape Town, Meg Fora. Meg, we love you because you know everything. You really do. No, you really have been a wonderful resource for me as I've embarked on this parenting journey, which I'm so appreciative of. And as I was saying, it just feels like as soon as you get a handle on things, then you enter into a new phase, and it's just so hectic. And with toddlers, I wasn't aware that it was, because you kind of know that with babies, you kind of expect not to sleep with newborns and younger children, but not so much with toddlers. Why is it such a challenge, and what is the biggest kind of daytime sleep challenge with toddlers?
Yeah, so the biggest daytime sleep challenge is that they're going to start to want to drop their sleep. And for some little ones, that can start as early as kind of 20 months and even 2 years old. And for others, they hold on to those day sleeps until they're 5. And the challenge for parents is that if your child doesn't have that day sleep, they are ratty, they're impossible in the evening, they're unplayable, they don't eat well, and often they don't sleep well at night as well, because we know that how well they sleep in the day
completely
affects how well they sleep at night. So toddlers really need that midday sleep from like 12 until 2 latest. That sleep must be held all the way until 5 years old.
Oh, wow.
But hold on, before you say that, many little ones will drop the sleep, but they must just have a rest. So you must put in place a rest time where your little one goes to their room, has some downtime, has a rest time, at least, and if possible, a sleep over that time of day.
Okay, so just quieten the space.
Quiet space, yeah.
If you can, have a little snooze then as well.
Absolutely.
And just please, as a parent, you know, never ever say to another parent, oh, you must sleep when the baby sleeps, because life doesn't work like that, okay? So you were saying up until 5, that's quite old.
Yeah, so 5 they must have a rest, and for some little ones what they'll do is you'll take them to them and say, you have to have a rest now, and they'll end up falling asleep kind of halfway through that rest. And that rest can be playing Lego on the bed or reading a book or whatever. You know, they don't have to sleep. But certainly the actual discipline of going to their room over that time of day is important.
Something that really does relate to me, because when you're really tired, you're just looking for the quickest solution. Night feeds. If your baby is waking up with the bottle, just in general, having the bottle there as a part of that falling asleep process, which is very much a part of a younger baby's process. How do you grapple with that? What are the repercussions of that, and how do you deal with that?
So we do expect night feeds for babies, but for toddlers, it's actually a serious no-no. And there are a number of reasons for that. The one that you've mentioned is that there's this expectation. So if they fall asleep with the bottle, they wake multiple times in the night to have the bottle again to fall asleep. So A, it can affect sleep. But there's 2 health reasons that are very important. The one is that little ones who have, and I'm talking about toddlers now, who have milk at night.
Specifically,
Yeah, specifically little ones over 1 year old. If they have milk at night, it will impact their day appetite for solids. And solids are where they should be getting their nutrients. bottles. So you often have a scenario where a parent thinks their child's a picky eater, they don't eat in the day.
They're just full.
So they give them more milk at night because they think they must be hungry, and that in turn kicks on to a picky eater in the day. And so nighttime bottles are an absolute no-no for kids over 1. And then the third thing is that it can cause ear infections and tooth cavities. And you don't want that, you know, because all that milk sugar sits around their teeth.
You're not brushing, yeah.
You're not brushing at night. So it really, there's many reasons why little ones must not have milk at night.
How do you then manage that?
Yeah.
How do you, in that transitional phase, is it just about sucking it up?
Yeah.
How do you deal with that?
It is cold turkey, so you do need to go cold turkey on it, but offer them a little bit of water. So with little ones, particularly when they're getting to kind of 18 months to 2 years old, they will understand. And you can say, I know that you want milky, but the kitchen is closed, so you can have water or nothing. And very quickly a toddler will work out, actually, he'd rather have the water than nothing. And if you stick to your guns, you're consistent and you're quite calm about the way that you present that, they will actually take it. It'll take a night or two.
Yeah, grin and bear it, basically. Grin and bear it, but you have to get through it. Now that I understand the repercussions in a very practical sense, I certainly understand that. We're going to continue to chat to Meg about sleep deprivation. Yes, we know, but what's at the heart of that when it comes to our little ones, our toddlers especially, how we can help them sleep better and what positive repercussions there can be for a well-rested child and a well-rested parent. Oh, must be nice. So nice.
Well, it has now been 3 months since Cycle 1 of the Grand Plaza Academy was completed. Now, we visit 3 of the winners to see just how business has changed for them and what words of advice they can give other small business owners.
The Grand Plaza Academy firmly believes in empowering and upskilling small township business owners. Through the success of Cycle 1 of the Academy, we shine the light on some of the winners and find out just how being part of this academy has made a difference in their business.
My name is Lijan Mhalanyani. I'm from Votoras. I'm one of the winners of Grand Plaza Academy. It's been 3 months since I attended the Grand Plaza Academy. I run a business of snacks and sweets. My clientele is children who they love what I'm selling here. I always listen to what they say. I always make sure I get everything they need so that they can give me the support. I was hoping to learn to grow myself, to understand more about business so that I can know the ins and outs of business so that I can have a good business and be ready to serve my community. In Grandpa, I learned so much, especially innovation, whereby you must always innovate your business, you must always ask the customer what they need in order to you to know what to sell, and you must always be friendly to your customers, always listen to what they say, because customers are your biggest assets in business. So if you treat them right, your business will grow. Grandpa, they give us the opportunity to be together with other business people in order to learn how business is run, and it was such a nice interaction between we as entrepreneurs so that we can understand where to go from here to run a successful business. Oh, my favorite thing was learning the basics of business. What must you do in order for your business to be legally representative, what to do with your business in order for it to grow. The first thing I can tell anybody who wants to run a business, a successful business, that you must love what you do. You must respect your customers, and you must always listen to them, because customers are your biggest assets in business. By loving your customers and giving them what they want, it's obvious you're going to make profit, because you are giving the community what they want and they are getting paid.
My name is Dina Chili. I'm staying in Pomola in Vosloorus. I'm one of the Grand Plaza Academy winners. And the 3 months that I have been through for this academic, it's been good to me because I've been known how to do the business. In my business, I'm selling bakers, hot dog rolls, cold drinks, snacks, and airtime. I enrolled in the academy because I wanted to know how to do business, how to deal with people, and then how to help people around me in the location by selling food for not them to go to town. I never know like how to do a profit and then how to price my stock, but after the 3 months I know how to do all those things. What I've enjoyed in academy, I've enjoyed everything from the facilitator, those people who are working with us, and everybody that were in the group, because we're working together as a team. The advice that I have for other people who are starting business like me, I always tell them that they must have a goal. After after you open your business, you have to know how to treat your customers, how to price, and then how to make a profit, because there is nothing that you can work without making a profit. My name is Lindy Weshabalala. I'm from Tembisa Maugeng Extension. I'm one of the winners of Grand Pass Paza Academy. It's been 3 months since I enrolled with the Grand Pass Paza Academy. My business is a corner shop at Clayville, Extension 45. I offer pap and malamugodu, and I also sell live chickens. The reason I enrolled with the academy is because I wanted to learn more about running a business. I wanted to have ideas on how to make my business grow. In this Grand Pass Paza Academy, I've learned like expenditure, how to spend money and how to save money. Helped me to grow my business a little bit. I've bring a lot of change into my community. The best part of being with this amazing program was to learn more about money, how to handle finances, what to do with my profit, and how to spend money, how to stock my goods. The advice that I'll have on business, before you start a business, just draw up a plan for your business. And then after drawing that plan, check how much money you have and how much you're willing to spend and how much you're willing to profit. And then if you can have those things, your business will run smoothly.
I think these skills are so important for these business owners because as a person starting and running a business, you need as much knowledge and information and skills as you can possibly get to make sure that you run your business to the best of its ability. I think the Grand Pass Paza Academy has helped these business owners a lot, especially in the area of financial literacy. I mean, before they didn't know how to use the money that they had. You know, they now know how to invest their money properly, whether it be in stock or whether it be in home expenses. They certainly know the difference now between those two things, which is very important when running a spaza shop. To all aspiring business owners, I would say that learn to use resources like the Grand Pass Paza Academy to enrich yourself. Gain all the knowledge and skills you can to make sure that your business runs and grows to the best of its ability. As we conclude this series of the Grand Pass Paza Academy, the skills and knowledge of these students will continue to drive their business and give them the opportunity to flourish.
This is absolutely incredible, just seeing those small businesses that play such an important role in these different township communities be empowered in the way that they've been. It's absolutely inspiring. Well done to all the Grand Pass Paza Academy learners. And of course, if you have a spaza shop and you're interested in finding out more about the Grand Pass Paza Academy and how you can get involved and take your business to the next level, then contact 076 666 3173. And you too can transform your business. That number once again, that's 076 666 3173. We're going to take a quick break. On the other side of it, more baby talk, how to fight this world of sleep deprivation.
Grand Pass Fast Acting Pain Relief. It's ready to work in 10 seconds.
Grandpa, trusted for over 100 years.
right, I know I was quite depressed earlier with the sleep deprivation, but that sound has made me feel a lot better. It's Baby Talk now with Meg Farrow. We are talking about sleep deprivation, disturbed sleep, in particular with our toddlers and what we can do about it and some of the causes. We've spoken about night feeds and how that might play a role. Bubba waking up possibly a little bit hungry, but what if your toddler is waking up and maybe wandering into the room? There's nothing quite like the surprise of waking up to a little face right there. And I think you want to kind of reason maybe it's dreams. I've gone through this a lot myself. But what could be some of the reasons for those awakenings in the middle of the night?
Yeah, so we always start with the organics. In other words, the things that you can rule out medically and health-wise. That's important. A big thing for toddlers are actually worm infestations. Now, people freak out when I say that. We're not talking about tapeworms and roundworms and things like that. We're talking about little pinworms that all little toddlers will pick up. They dig in the soil and they're outdoors and they're playing with animals. Nothing hectic, but you do need to deworm. Yeah, so from 18 months onwards, you must deworm your babies every 6 months. And that actually is quite a big cause of night wakings for toddlers. The second reason why toddlers wake up classically is for nightmares. I mean, you touched on it, and they definitely do have fears. Their imagination kicks in.
Oh, it's going wild.
Yeah, in line with their language. They're watching maybe a little bit of TV. They're reading the stories at night, and suddenly all of those stories enact in the middle of the night, and they develop fears. So
on the broom, the dragon.
There you go. Exactly, the witch. Yeah. So absolutely. So so definitely nightmares are a big part of it. And dealing with the little ones' fears are important. I mean, a couple of tips are: number one, have a night light either in the passage or in the bedroom, just so that if they do wake up and they can see the dressing gown on the back of the door, or whatever, they know that it's what it is. And then secondly, just be empathetic around it. So everything's fine. Switch on the light. Check everything. You can also have a little spray bottle filled with water for older toddlers that they can actually spray things away. And it's so funny because you say, it's not here, don't worry, let's spray it away. And they spray it away, and after a few nights they just start to do it themselves. It's a cute little tip that little toddlers can use. So nightmares are a big cause as well of night wanderings.
Jack says no to the dragon, and then the dragon's teeth fall out, and then everything feels
fine.
We're using the term lightly, sleep deprived, but it is hectic. And we were jokingly saying that, like, you don't know what sleep deprivation is until you've had a child. What are we as parents possibly getting wrong if we are sleep deprived? Because there must be ways that we can deal with this.
Yeah, so for toddlers, I mean, a couple of things. Number one, you've got to have a early bedtime and a good bedtime routine. I think what often happens is that you're getting late home from work, potentially, and then you want to play with your toddler and spend time with them. Before you know it, it's like 8 o'clock at night. They're overtired, and when they become overtired, they push bedtime later because they are irritable and frenetic and they don't settle easily. And then you have more bedtime battles, and before you know it, they've actually got quite a short night of sleep ahead of them, which makes them wake up actually more often. So they're more likely to have night terrors and so on. So a good bedtime routine is essential. And just a couple of pointers there. No TV after 4 o'clock in the afternoon for toddlers. If you're potty training, no liquids after 5 o'clock in the afternoon, because otherwise they're going to wake up for wet nappies and for wetting their bed. And then once you go to your toddler's bedroom at, like, let's say an hour before bedtime, so you go to the bedroom at 6 o'clock, don't leave the bedroom after that. Stay in the room, so you have bath and story and bottle in the bedroom. Don't leave it, because if toddlers think there's an opportunity outside of the room, they're going to take it. So those are just a couple of things around a bedtime routine.
Absolutely love that. When should we reasonably be expecting? Is there a universal standard for when Bubba should be sleeping through? Yeah, well, our expectation should be, and let's just clarify what sleeping through is. So sleeping through is 10 to 12 hours stretches where the parent isn't disturbed. So potentially little ones will still wake at night. You're dreaming of that. So potentially little ones will still wake at night, but they're able to put themselves to sleep without disturbing their parents. And that parents can reasonably expect from 6 months of age. So it's not, there will be times, like you said earlier, where there's teething or a snotty nose, or they've just changed schools and now there's some nightmares. Those will come as intermittent issues, but if you, on the whole, a little one should sleep through from 6 months. I feel well rested already, just thinking about sleeping for 10 to 12 hours a night. No, it's phases, and there is something you can do about it if you are going through that, the depths of a sleep deprivation episode right now. But I think get practical about it. Meg has given us some absolute gems today. Think about it, call yourself out, hold yourself up to that standard and then work backwards from there. There are ways that you can help your little one sleep better because they will be so much happier if they are well rested, just like us. Thank you so much, Meg. That was awesome.
Okay, thanks.
We live and we learn. Now, even better than setting a Guinness World Record is getting to look the bomb while doing it. Now, that's what happened when more than 1,500 women answered the call of Maybelline New York, the world's #1 color cosmetics brand. The goal for each and every woman to find the perfect shade to match her skin tone from Maybelline's new Fit Me foundation range.
With no less than 30 varying shades within the Fit Me range, the brand invested 8 hours and a host of Maybelline makeup artists to find everyone's perfect match.
We brought Fit Me into South Africa in October 2017, so that's the first time we actually launched, and it's been a phenomenal buzz since then. Year on year, we've been bringing in more shades just to suit our Rainbow Nation even more, because we know that South Africans have multiple different skin tones and undertones, so Fit Me was something that we knew would match our Rainbow Nation.
I'm in Johannesburg at Wits University Library Lawns, where Maybelline New York is attempting to break the Guinness World Record of the most matched faces using their Fit Me foundation range. I'm here to take part in all the action and be part of making history. Come with me.
So the attempt that we are doing is most foundations matched in 8 hours, and the current record is 1,327 people. So we are aiming at matching 1,500 people today at Wits.
The Fit Me foundation feels very light on my face. I'm used to very heavy makeup for like studio and etc. But this is like your daily, day-to-day sort of makeup, and I love it. Feels great.
The nation's top beauty influencers, each with their own skin tone, were here to help make history.
I came out today to help Maybelline break the Guinness World Record because I absolutely love Maybelline. It's one of those trustworthy brands. My family uses it, my mom uses it, everybody I know and love uses it, and I just trust it. It's never let me down, and all of their products are just amazing.
Vanessa, you look absolutely stunning, and I know everybody can agree with me. What shade out of the Fit Me range are you currently wearing right now?
I'm wearing shade 355, and I've been wearing it since it launched, actually. So yeah, it's, as you can see, it looks gorgeous.
Flawless. So you're a fashion blogger. How does makeup complete the entire look?
So makeup really brings everything together. If you just wear makeup on its own, you're just wearing makeup. If you just wear clothes on their own, you're just wearing clothes. So with the makeup, everything comes together. Like everything just looks good, and it's Fit Me. Guys, it's just flawless. Everything from head to toe.
I'm a big fan of Maybelline first and foremost, so it was a no-brainer for me to come out today. And I really think breaking this record is quite important, especially in the context of South Africa, because we have so many different shades on this continent that haven't necessarily been catered towards. When it comes to makeup and foundations, we're walking out there looking crazy with different shades, but I think something like this kind of proves and shows that makeup's for all of us.
I think it's important, especially for the women of color, because they've been excluded in the makeup industry. So I feel like it's a good thing that everyone's included.
With the incredible range of Fit Me and time to explore, countless women found their match.
My experience with the color matching was really phenomenal because I'm always so nervous about matching my color to a foundation. So it went really smoothly, and yeah, I'm quite happy.
I think the Fit Me is so versatile. I mean, it's a light coverage foundation. You can wear it like just day to day, but you can also build it up if you want like a really high coverage like I do. And it's just really versatile. It's really light. It doesn't feel like it's clogging up your pores, and I just love it.
I think this is extremely important for a South African woman like myself who uses makeup on a daily. You know, the Fit Me range has over 30 shades. It sort of makes you feel like you fit, and it fits your color. And also, it's so well priced, so it's really special.
In the end, it was an awesome 1,800 South African women who answered Maybelline's call and discovered the ideal Fit Me number for their skin tone.
Now available in 30 shades to fit South African skin tones.
Take me off your
Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation, only from Maybelline, New York.
I mean, how beautiful is that? The representation of all the different shades of our women in South Africa in something they love, makeup.
I was stuffing my face with food.
Yeah.
I have to,
but did you see the beautiful ladies?
I did see the
All
beautiful
shades.
ladies. Thank you so much. I hope you did find the shade that works
Yeah,
for you.
thank you, Maybelline Fit Me, the #1 cosmetics brand. We love it. That is progressive. We're going to take a break. The Sobekwa twins, they are still here. It is still a denim extravaganza, and we're not stopping.
Tonight on The Next Brand Ambassador, things go horribly wrong, leading to an epic meltdown.
This presentation's terrible. This whole situation is very embarrassing.
He doesn't consult us as a group?
It's a total lie.
It literally just went over their heads.
Why are you playing team leader? We've messed up.
I'm not going to set somebody up in my team for failure. Stop, 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 stop.
How do we even go back to working together?
That's The Next Brand Ambassador, tonight at 7:30 p.m. on SABC3.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beautiful people, to your Feel Good Breakfast show. It is Expresso live right here on SABC3. So much fun we're having today, exploring all the possibilities of denim. Now, we know that the world of fashion has seen a serious movement towards making better eco and ethical conscious choices regarding retail as a whole. Now, saving the environment and making better workplaces for employees is key to this drive. Woolworths Re-Denim has been a fashion focus on the show this entire morning, but as important as it is to know the trends and what denim styles are in fashion this season, so is the need to fully understand the meaning behind sustainable fashion. Now we have the stylish, smart rebrand manager Kenzo Pule, along with the Sobekwa twins, to share more on this interesting topic. Now welcome, you fabulous ladies, to your Feel Good Breakfast show.
Thank you for having us.
Do you look like this every day at work?
I mean, I try.
Is this the real way?
I try to look like this every day at work.
This is incredible. I don't know how you sustainably do this over time, but we know that sustainability is a big buzzword at the moment. What does sustainable denim mean to the shopper or to the customer out there who may not understand the whole thing around this movement?
What our sustainable Re-Denim range really means is that we produce our denim with people and the planet in mind. So what that means is that our denim is, we use denim that is sustainably sourced, and we focus on using less water, less chemicals, and less energy when compared to conventional denim. So we aim at having a lighter footprint on the environment, which we aim to have less harm on the environment and also the people who make the denim.
Yeah, it's about caring for the communities that are involved in actually producing the final product. Now, the two of you ladies, my beautiful twins, I mean, you are absolutely stylish and you switch it up and still kill it each time. But do you guys notice any difference in the denim when you actually wear it? And do you feel the difference? Do you feel differently about wearing products that you know are sustainably sourced, sustainably produced?
I think the difference is that it's actually more comfortable.
That's good. Number one.
And
it's a mental thing. I don't think people should look at it as if it's in a worse condition, because more than anything, they feel so comfy and they feel, she always says they feel like pajamas. Like we could literally sleep in them.
Yeah.
So,
and we always we avoid wearing jeans because they can get so uncomfortable, but I'm actually like, I feel so comfortable and good in these.
Well, this is a bonus because earlier on you said that you guys would rather be in sweatpants and tracksuits.
Yes.
So if your denim still feel that level of comfortable, then that's absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
But Kenzo, how has Woolworths made this transition into the world of sustainable denim?
So our re-denim has been on this journey to becoming more sustainable for years now. We first started with banning sandblasting, which can be like quite harmful to the people who use this process to process denim. So we then set off to having fabrics that are more sustainable, so having more sustainable options. And we also joined the Better Cotton Initiative, which is also known as BCI in the industry. And what this system basically does is to ensure that denim is produced in a sustainable way in terms of the environment. And it looks at 6 areas which are like really important. I'll name a few. So one being crop protection. So this is using less pesticides and herbicides. Also soil management, efficient use of water, which is a big thing now in the environment because we need to preserve it.
Yes.
And also just the most important part, I'd say, taking care of the people who produce this denim. So making sure that the work environment is sustainable, making sure that they have a fair wage, which is very close to our heart as a brand.
This is fantastic. Well, Kenzo, I have to say, I've watched you watch us talk about denim the whole time from behind the scenes, and you beam with so much pride, clearly knowing that this is environmentally friendly and that no one or the environment has been harmed in the process of producing these fantastic, stylish garments that we're seeing here. So, Bekwa Twins, what are some of the trends and styles you guys are most excited about and looking forward to?
I mean, I'm sure everyone is definitely excited about double denim or denim on denim. Yeah, but it's what I was wearing earlier.
Oh, is that
it's
what
like denim on denim on denim, double denim. Yes, it's always in style. I mean, like you can never go wrong. Never.
I mean, skinny jeans. We spoke about skinny jeans earlier and how you can always wear, like you wear them to the shop, you wear them to work, you wear them, I don't know, you wear them to nightclubs. So I think skinny jeans also something people should be wearing this summer season.
They're versatile.
And definitely raw edges, like the shorts that I'm wearing right now.
Raw edges.
Yeah, it's so cool how they can easily make an outfit so cute and so it's like such a summer vibe, and you can easily look so cute and fun in summer.
Well, we have 4 seasons in South Africa, and I think that re-jeans or re-denims make sure that each season is represented in the style, which is what we love.
And what I love most about it, when you're asking if there's a difference in the denim, I think the only difference to take away as a consumer is knowing that you made a conscious decision in buying sustainable denim that will have a less impact on the environment.
Yeah. What I love about Woolworths is that when you say the woolies difference, it's not just in the trend and the style, but very often it is also in the practices by which the products are made. So Kenzo, we really appreciate this. Well done to Woolworths. The woolies difference. Thank you so much. You say denim, double denim. I say jean to jean, but it's the same thing. Thank you so much, ladies, for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
Well, that was really, really informative, and I can honestly say that I am a sustainable denim convert. I mean, that's that's all our way. I mean, let's be honest. What an incredible effort towards preserving our Earth's natural resources and also fair and ethical work practices, which is absolutely important. Everybody wins on this journey, and you too can be a part of the denim story, this denim with a difference tribe, and make your mark with Denim at Woolworths. Find yours all in store, online, or on the Woolworths app today.
Cool. So we're going to have a little bit of fun. Yeah, I think often when we snack, we feel guilty. So you don't snack, but you need the energy to get yourself through the day. So it's about finding a relatively healthy snack that is still delicious, enjoyable, and in this case, thinking a little bit outside the box. We are going to be using our yogurt-based, beautiful dairy snack, our Clover Classic, as one of the secret ingredients. People are passing out at the sound of this. We are making something truly beautiful. It is, in fact, a clover, rose water and pistachio rusk. Sounds really interesting. In our many recipes that we have introduced here, this is a first, which is saying a lot. So you can keep them in a jar on your kitchen counter, maybe pack them into a little container. You can have them by your desk at work. You can give them to your child to take to school. Awesome stuff. And Teresa is here to work the magic. This is very cool. Yes. Because often, yeah, I think a rusk can come across as a little bit bland, okay, but they are the ideal snack food, especially in mid-morning. You have your tea or coffee, a little bit of a dunk there, but this is something quite different. So essentially, what are we creating?
So we're just playing around with flavors today. I don't know why we don't do this more with rusks, actually. There's so many different options. So we're going with pistachios, cranberries, and rose water, which is a really delicious combination and an interesting way to jazz up your rusk.
The rose water, I think, is probably the X factor here. I know pistachios will lend themselves beautifully. They've got a lovely savory kind of, that can translate to a sweet flavor profile. The introduction of the nuts and having the fruit, having the cranberries, delicious. The rose water, magic. How do we get started?
Right, so I've got some self-raising flour here. I'm going to add a pinch of salt.
As we always do.
And some sugar. And this is great. You can just mix it in one bowl. Super, super easy. So just give your dry ingredients a mix. Then we're going to add some melted butter.
Okay.
So pop.
And would this be the kind of stock standard way to approach making a rusk before we introduce
pretty much. Dry ingredients, melted butter. Right, we're going to add our classic plain as well. So we'll pop that in.
Right. And that kind of takes care of the majority of our wet ingredients there as well.
Right. And don't forget the rose water.
Okay, and it's a fair bit there. You want to really taste and smell, I suppose, the rose water infusion. It's delicious. And of course, our deliciously smooth and creamy yogurt-based dairy snack, our Clover Classic, is made according to Clover's unique recipe, something quite special there, but a nice source of 10 vitamins to boot. So it is a relatively nutritional snack as well. And the current classic yogurt-based dairy snack range is available in an array of amazing flavors. We've got strawberry, mixed fruit, apricot, vanilla, and of course our plain, which we're using in this case.
That's right. Then we're going to add our pistachios. These have been roughly chopped. Also going to add a beautiful color to the dish, as well as the dried cranberries.
Oh, nice. I like the combination of flavors. There's something delicious about the cranberry or a raisin and nut kind of mix and infusion, but this looks beautiful.
It does, doesn't it? So it really is a case of just mixing that together. Very simple and easy and quick.
It's a lovely smell from the classic as well, which is cool.
Yes.
So the keyword here is clover to 33728. You've got to just estimate that, then we'll send you a link. You click on the link and you get the full ingredients list.
Right, so we've got our loaf tin here, which we've greased.
Okay.
And all you want to do is just pop that in there and just push it into all the corners.
I suppose you can get creative with the shape of your rusks ultimately.
Yes.
But,
so what you're going to do is bake it at 180 degrees for 45 minutes.
Okay.
Just until it's baked through, and then let it cool completely, and that's when you can cut it up into your shapes. So you can go big and chunky, or if you like the thin ones, go for a thinner cut. You really can do whatever you like.
According to how you like to dip or crunch or munch on them.
Exactly. And then they go through a second bake. Once they're cut, you pop them onto your wire rack and you bake them at 60 degrees for 6 to 8 hours. So
oh, wow. Okay, that's when you ruskify them.
You can put them in the oven in the evening, go to bed, and when you wake up in the morning, you'll have fresh rusks for your coffee.
And your house will be filled with the delicious smells that are permeating through our kitchen right now. The rose water really is, it looks beautiful.
It really does.
It really looks amazing, and of course it's going to come out just as beautiful. But let's take you through a step-by-step of how we take our gorgeous ingredients and turn them into our beautiful dunkable rusks.
Clover Classic, the creamy taste that takes you back. Made with love by Clover.
If you think making rusks is a task that belongs in the kitchen of yesteryear, think again. Treat that special person in your life to some homemade Clover rose water and pistachio rusks and coffee in bed. It's easier than you think. Add 3 cups of self-raising flour to a mixing bowl, followed by a teaspoon of salt and whisk to combine. Next, pour 150 grams of melted clover butter into a separate bowl. Add half a cup of sugar and 2 tablespoons of rose water and whisk to combine. Before adding 100 grams of chopped pistachio nuts and 80 grams of dried cranberries. Then stir to combine. Add the pistachio mixture to the flour. Then add 1 cup of Clover Classic plain and mix to form a dough. Press the dough into a loaf tin and bake in the oven at 180 degrees Celsius for 40 to 45 minutes. Once the loaf is cooled, slice it in half lengthways and cut it into desired rusk shapes. Pop it back into the oven, set at 60 degrees Celsius for 6 to 8 hours. Rose water and pistachio is a beautiful combination, delicate and delicious, and makes the perfect rusk for that morning cuppa.
Made with love by Clover.
Yes, and you can even, before you insta them, you can decorate your table with rose petals as well to really sell it. But the key word there is a Clover to 33728, and you can be well on your way to creating your own beautiful rose water and pistachio rusks, courtesy of our Clover Classic.
Clover Classic, the creamy taste that takes you back. Made with love by Clover.
All right, so all that remains is the ultimate, I don't know, do we call it a taste test or a dunk test when it comes to a rusk?
Oh, a bit of a dunk test.
I think we should invite, you brought 2 cups. How many are you?
I brought your cup
as well. Oh, look at that. Teresa, I'm sorry, I know you feel a little bit out.
You don't like coffee as much as we do.
We have an unnatural relationship with coffee. Actually, we love it so much. Go for it, buddy. So please smell the rusk first. That's not common practice, but we put rose water.
That's not what people do. Do you smell your food before you eat?
That's the first test. But can you pick up this rose water and pistachio we've mixed there with a bit of cranberries, delicious, crunchy goodness.
Get in there.
And don't be in any way derogatory, because Teresa poured her love and heart into that.
Teresa, you know me.
Thumbs up.
I can never lie to you. This. Heavenly.
Nice, eh? I'm going to have one as well. Then I'm going to take one from here. Teresa, thank you so much. We love you. You make the best, most amazing things. Again, the keyword is Clover to 33728. Let's see if we can go out on the crunch here.
Making an occasion out of a meal. The perfect atmosphere, even a show-stopping ensemble, is the level of taste that makes someone a taste master. That's SA's newest reality show on SABC3, where one individual will become the resident foodie on Afternoon Express. Record yourself preparing a dish. Tell us why you're a taste master and upload it onto Twitter or Instagram using the hashtag #TasteMasterSA. You could be the Taste Master.
Welcome back. You're live with Expresso. Thank you so much for tuning in for what has been a truly wonderful show today. We have covered so many amazing initiatives, connected with so many amazing people. Twins, I gotta say, I think Uncle Tabsy has a crush. Dude, look at that face. I think he has. Are your eyelashes fluttering?
He's like a big brother.
Wow. This is not even a friend zone. This is like a family zone. It's like you are piercing through from friend zone all the way out. Out of the game.
Sweetheart, that is awesome, man.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. So we've got a few moments left of the show, and we thought we'd savor it with enjoying some of our connections with you guys. We have the best viewers, undoubtedly, on the planet. And you guys have been getting up to some very fun things.
Yeah, well, yesterday we made some porridge because today is World Porridge Day. So we had an eventful World Porridge Day build up yesterday. Mama Miriam and Jenny Morris, they made some really delicious pap. And we asked you at home to share your porridge memories with us. And Josephine Pickstone, one of Expresso's biggest fans who loves our culinary segment. No, she shared a picture of how she likes her porridge. Take a look at that. It's beautiful. She says, good morning, #Expresso Show SABC3. Favorite porridge, jungle oats, strawberries, banana fruit. Delicious, with or without milk. Love it.
Josephine, you have the honor of closing us out today. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us.
So much.
We love you guys so much. We'll see you again to do it all over again tomorrow. To make someone smile, we love you. Love you. Adios.
Expresso Morning Show, made with love by Clover.
Another feel-good production.